fucking music not been playing on stream this whole time? God damn it. Got the music. Thank you. Thank you. Well, been a minute since I've, oh my god, Nairo, hi! Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Very early start. Let's just get into it. I think, yeah. So firstly, we're gonna... There we go. Alright, I am gonna undeafen.
I should have killed them.
What?
Oh! Also, it makes you feel better. I was thinking of possibly redoing ID&DK. So who
Hey!
says he was going
Hey!
to the party?
Hey!
God forbid we talk about something.
I know,
you
I
don't
know,
want us to
I
be
know.
deafening.
I'm just-
Was like Ernie.
Okay, no one's gonna know what that means. Okay, I'm live, by the way.
I was gonna say something completely.
I would like to share this with
Terrifying.
chat. I forgot to tell Rook we were streaming this. By the way, say hi to everyone. It's been a minute. Everyone say hi to everybody.
Hi.
I don't obey your rules, you fit.
Do you want disadvantage on your first roll of the session?
Yeah.
I told him that.
I already feel disadvantaged.
Rook has given me a new tool at my disposal. Anyways,
Rook, I don't have to pay for your commitment.
okay. You should pay your artists. You should pay your artists. I'm looking at chat right now, but you can't see it. Pay your artists. Anyway.
I know.
Anyways, we're gonna get into it. Because Rook, I will tell you, this is gonna become a constant thing between sessions. I do have to hop up for a bit at 8 o'clock. I will come right back and we'll continue. But anyways.
That's in an hour.
I know, that's why I'm trying to get started. Anyways.
Yes, and I'm saying 'cause you didn't say
because
what
Rook's
time zone or
not
time
in.
conversion.
Yeah. That's my bad. That's my bad because yeah. Okay. Anyways.
Someone just not giving me like important information. Part 50.
Okay. All right. Let's just get started. We're just gonna continue the music I had going because it's important for this.
Wacky.
Let me find this in my notes. Dark. That's all you can describe what you're seeing right now, or what you can see right now. Not that there isn't anything there. You aren't sure if anything's there. It's been... you're not sure how long. You can't remember the last time you saw the light or when you last saw anything, really. But you do remember one thing. You remember dying. By whose hand is only something you know. You're probably wondering, is this hell? Just an infinite dark void with the anticipation seeping in of whether or not something is going to arrive? You can't see anyone else. Is everyone here just alone? Divided up into an infinite plane of cubes trapped in these dark depths? Is this all the afterlife has to hold for you? Darkness? Forever? You have little time to ponder this as finally something comes into your view. It's a rectangle, about, 15 feet by 15 feet, and it begins to illuminate the cube you're trapped in. You find yourself alone still, but a soft pink light begins to illuminate this room, which you can't see the walls of. You realize you've been laying down the whole time. You feel a hard concrete floor below you as you sit up and begin to see this video in front of you. As well, that's the best I can describe it. Something begins to play on this pink rectangle. You see images come into view. Whether or not you're familiar with the technology is, again, something only you know. That is for the fucking god. That is only something you know. But suddenly, and without warning, music begins to drift into your concrete prison. And a person appears on the screen. It's a tabaxi, you might recognize that, but for those who don't, it's an anthropomorphic orange cat person, and you see they come in contrasting against this pink background with this purple suit on and a logo on their right pectoral, which is a small circle with the letters ERA on it. And, well, they begin to talk to you, and images begin to flash on the screen. Sorry, let me get into the voice. So, you've committed some atrocities in life. Maybe a couple murders, a few robberies, and oh, perish the thought, but maybe you toyed with godhood. Ultimately, though, you ended up dying. Fear not, though, as here at the Ethereal Redemption Agency, and as he says this, the letters come up on screen, ERA, listing out the words Ethereal Redemption Agency. Not only have we given you another chance by reviving you, but we want to make sure that you go back to the material plane and make the life you regretted not having. You're here because you've been observed by our higher-ups who've determined you've got potential. Potential for something far greater than, well, whatever it was you did. You'll find that we've restored your physical body, but also may find yourself missing some memories on how to cast spells, use your powers. Worry not, this is temporary and only to ensure the safety of you and everyone else here. As he ends that sentence and continues to speak, almost as if though he's speaking faster than, well, is humanly possible, he quickly says, "This does not include any physiological curses or conditions that may be related to your biological state. For assistance, please ask the doctor or from our staff." And then he continues at normal speed. Once this video ends, you'll find yourself sitting in our beautiful entry room, where a staff member will guide you to your beautiful room block, where you'll find a nice soft bed to comfort your tenure here at the ERA, as well as a room that'll make you feel at home. Of course, your redemption doesn't just come from lying in bed. You've got issues to work through. Or maybe you need help realizing something hard. Don't worry. Our acclaimed staff here of various therapists, doctors, and magical practitioners are here to make sure you're either cured or helped through whatever ailed you in life and get you on the road to redemption. As he talks about various doctors, magical practitioners, and therapists, you see a group photo come onto this pink screen of various people of all different races and sizes, all wearing, you see some are wearing these white coats, with the little ERA pin that the same kind of logo that the Tabaxi has on. You see some people you see some clearly like guard looking people, stronger, some bigger people there, and you see a couple of people wearing just kind of what they would normally wear, these kind of robes. There's even one guy with a little wizard hat on there. And as after this image shows on screen for a few seconds, he continues on with his little spiel. Worried about hunger? Don't worry. Our acclaimed kitchen staff here serve a wonderful menu of food for free for you every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eat what your heart desires and never feel unsatisfied. Not that you have to worry about that here, but that's besides the point. As well, we provide a great deal of the latest entertainment, such as books, scrolls, board games, and more. You'll never be bored during your stay here. As well, our therapists here have open hours during certain days of the week, meaning if you'd just like to get something off your chest, progress your redemption, and get out of here a little earlier, you can just talk to someone. Everyone's always open. Soon the camera kind of shifts to him into the center of the screen, and he finishes off by saying, that's all we can talk about here. There's a lot more for you to learn, and if you have any questions, well, someone will guide you through them in just a few minutes. Welcome to the ERA, the Ethereal Redemption Agency. Let's take the path to redemption together. As he clasps his hands, the screen and music immediately disappear from the room. Probably you're left a little confused. I mean, what the fuck even was that? What's the ERA? And again, before you can think of anything, you feel the room drop from below you, and you fall safely with a thump onto this cushioned, hold on, that's not the right link, onto this cushioned, kind of pad made for you. It's made of various pillows and other soft materials. As you look around you, you can see you're kind of in a very bland room. There's no windows. It's got a very distinct pink hue to it. There's 3 doors in this triangular room you've landed in. One going to the south, and then 2 on the sides of this area. You can't see anything out these windows. There are various paintings on the wall. None of them stick out to you as more than just paintings that look pretty. Within, you know, there'd be something that would be hung in a nobleman's manner to make it look pretty and fill up space on the wall. As you land in this room, I'm going to ask, I put the Owlbear Rodeo link in the VC chat. I am going to let everybody in. There is tokens here. Nobody except the person who knows claim this one at the bottom. You can take these 3 up here. As you all land in this room, let me get some nice music going and actually show the screen because I'm stupid. What would be some good, let me find some nice music here. I didn't fucking prepare any music at all, but whatever, it's okay. I prepared that one song, I want it to be clear. That one song for the training video, I prepared nothing else. How's this sound? Sure, we can do this. You find yourself having landed next to 2 other people. Who wants to be that one person? And I'm terrible at as I can't talk. You all land in this room and find you're surrounded by 2 other people, no matter who you're. Okay, leave the tokens where they are for now. I swear to fucking God. Put them back. Put them back. Put them fucking back. You find yourself okay, seriously.
No.
As you get your bearings and begin to look around this room, you see 2 other people sitting with you in this cushioned area with these closed doors and paintings around you. And now I ask for that titular question I always ask at the beginning of every campaign. Who wants to go first in describing their character? And then we'll go around the room.
I will volunteer, Panda.
I also volunteer. Panda.
I'd rather not, let me tell you.
Incredible.
I volunteer, Rook.
No.
Rook, since you've not been, I'm volunteering Rook now. Rook, since you've not been in since you've not been in one of my campaigns before, this is just usually where you give your character's name, not canonically, nobody else is gonna know it, and just a short physical description of your character.
Fantastic. So I am Ligar, go by she, her. She is a basically a fox person. She's basically the same size as a regular human, but she is just a fox furry, basically. She's wearing a kind of white and pink patterned, whatchamacallit, sort of kimono, Japanese style clothing. And she's got what looks to be like a heavy and torn iron chain wrapped uncomfortably tight across her neck. And she just generally has, she looks pissed all the time. So, there's that. Yeah.
Alright, now I'm gonna start going around the room, because I really just needed the one person to start, so I could say, Rook, or Ligar, also another thing I should mention, Rook, I'm gonna call you all by your characters' names while we're in session. I may also make the mistake of doing it out of session. Ligar, you see, as you sit on this cushioned area, how'd you land? Did you land gracefully, or are you flat on your back?
I'd say probably land mostly gracefully, but she's definitely, like, clutching the cushions around her with, like, claws dug into them, and she's not happy. Or I'm not happy. Sorry.
No worries, fair enough. As you clutch your cushions and, you're a little rattled by what's going on, you see two others sitting across from you on the cushions, having landed in different spots on this pile. Panda, you done eating?
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
It's your turn now.
Right. You see a quite large, stout man. Eurus, they look kind of canine with their ears and snout. Their fur is peculiar. They have a large, long tail. They have lots of jewelry on and some gold chains and everything. And no matter where you look, even if you get real close, their eyes are always covered with shadow, and two just beady, glowing white bits are looking out everywhere. They also seem to have a weird mechanical device around their neck.
All right. Then I suppose then we'll. Okay. Well, no. Actually, I'll ask everybody this. Eurus, how did you land?
I think Eurus lands and just kind of takes a second to look around, tilts the hat a bit down to make sure it's like properly on, and just gets off, dusts their legs off, and just is looking around, arms behind back, quite seemingly confident.
All right. As you all look about, figure out what's going on, you see one other person has landed to the other side of you. Clover?
Oh, that's me. Hi.
That's you.
Introducing my beloved Reyna. She is also a bit like a fox person. Like black, they have white hair, big poofy silver tail. They're clad in this dark purple metallic, almost like war dress sort of thing with these like dark grey trims that look pretty gold on the artwork, I'll be honest with that. She has all these little gem ornaments around like her belt, her neck, on one of her shoulders, up where her crown would be. Local bard.
Shit.
Hello?
Shit.
I'm trying to describe my character.
Continue.
And I'm being told 1 second.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Sorry, we're getting a little bit,
small detail you might notice about Reyna is one of her arms is entirely made of this, like, really shiny, glowy, vibrant magic, a little corrupted-looking crystal. It stands out like a very sore thumb. It might be a sore thumb. Who's to say? And she, her pronouns.
Of course.
I remember that bit. Anything else that might?
Yeah, no, that's good. My final question is, how'd you land?
So Reyna is a badass, no questions asked, strong, independent warrior queen. She lands flat in the face.
Incredible.
She's not prepared for this. She's very out of her element. Definitely gets up a bit disgruntled, shrugging off. She's like, ugh. And then she's looking around the room and seeing these two fucks, and then getting a bit defensively stanced up. Not convinced these people are going to be friendly.
Call this a dogfight.
As the three of you all get up and, you know, get your bearings in this room, what do you all do?
I'm mostly just looking around, kind of, I mean, I'm just gonna back away against the far wall, just so that I have, you know, something against my back so no one can sneak up on me in case there's, you know, someone else.
Mm-hmm. If you...
Or a threat I haven't seen yet.
Sorry. If you are to back up, you'll find you bump into this very wooden door, which kind of contrasts with this cloudy material that, right there, this cloudy material used for the walls. As you kind of bump into this door, you find you can't open it no matter what you try, even, you know, really pulling as hard as you can. I'm not sure what your abilities are yet, to be honest. I just kind of asked for basic info. But anyways, you'll find you can't open it, is my point. What about the rest of you?
Eurus is kind of like checking out their own body in a way of like they're looking at their arms, kind of pulling them up, looking at their hands, looking at the back of their hands, checking the underarm. So kind of like looking at their body with a almost confused, analytical look, kind of trying to figure out if they are like fully there, or if they're corporeal or not, kind of thing.
All right.
I guess, for me, since these two are very shy, Reina's gonna kind of step out into the middle of the room, kind of leading with her big, like crystalline arm. Look to the other two, and just kind of call out to them, like, so, you got names? What's your deal?
Kind of like tilts out his eyes, like looks up, like, oh, howdy, I am Eurus Marborn. Lovely to meet you. Puts out a hand to shake the hand.
Ligar's just gonna sneer and, like, what's your deal? I mean, you expect me to just be friendly to you off the bat? What the hell?
I don't expect to be friendly, I expect answers.
Why would I answer you?
I thought it
I mean, it's not like you told us
polite.
your name.
Oh, you saw interested then,
That doesn't mean I'm interested. Just saying it's hypocritical of you.
Someone's got a case of attitude.
Eurus just slowly putting down the hand they had out to shake, not just like hanging there, just slowly puts it away.
I'm just gonna cross my arms and, like, stare down right now.
Gonna be a drama queen about it. Name's Reina. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. What are we doing here? Does anyone know what this place is?
Return favors, it seems.
Ligar. I
There we
suppose.
go. Was that so difficult?
So, what is this place?
Did you not hear the old thing that it showed us on the TV screens?
The spiel.
Indeed.
I mean, that doesn't mean that it's true.
Most we have, most info we got.
Guess so.
I mean, we best be looking for a way out of here, right? I doubt we want to stay.
I'm just gonna, like, lean against the door and cross my arms, like, well, this thing's not moving anytime soon, so unless we try the other two, I don't see us getting out of here anytime soon.
If Sorry, do you all want to continue, or am I good?
I was gonna move over to the kind of door at my back and try to see if she can't open the thing or mess with it.
You also find you cannot open it, even as much as you pull and prod. Do you try anything else other than pulling and, physical interactions?
No, not right now.
All right. As you go and wriggle the other door, and as Ligar is leaning against the other one, the door at the kind of end of this triangle. So in this room, the bottom two ends of the triangle are at the end of, or are in the room, but at the top end of the triangle is kind of a flat end with another door, and you hear it click and open as someone walks in to finally greet you. Kiwi, if you wouldn't mind.
Howdy. What you see coming out the door, his name's, he's a little name tag on. It says Ace on it. It's like one of those, hello, nice to meet you. My name's Ace. He's, wait, let me see what I wrote down. He's a taller, kind of thicker man, tied up, messy hair. I love advertisements.
ERA is sponsored by...
No, we're not. We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored. Shut up. You can't say that. You're gonna get me in trouble. We're not sponsored. Continue.
He has kind of, I'm gonna assume that he was in the picture that the group shot.
He was.
He was wearing a little red and black flannel, black pants, and the most striking feature is the little white porcelain mask on his face with little happy eyes on it, like a masquerade mask. Can't really see into it, but he's coming out with a clipboard. Just kind of looking at y'all.
Who's this bozo? Anyone know him?
I'm saying, who's this supposed to be?
Well, hi, my name's Ace. See y'all just got here.
How tall is Ace?
How tall did I write him as? I don't remember. I think he's somewhere around like 6 foot.
All a Kiwi character? What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I just assumed I could walk over and grab them, but no.
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 And if you
He
try
is-
hard enough.
He does. I will also say he does seem very humanoid. This is just like a white dude.
Fucking dude would be
His ears are a little pointed. He's a little fuzzy, but other than that, this is just a guy
It's something
with his mask
still a
on.
guy.
Well, if y'all have any questions you want to ask with each other, I'll do it now. Otherwise, I would like to invite one of y'all into the therapy room. We're gonna do some onboarding.
Therapy room.
Kind
You
of
watched
just
the video, right?
his Lego.
You watched the video, right?
This whole thing's a joke. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is an attitude that I'm not used to. So, hey,
So,
the
let me just get this straight. You
Yeah.
just drop people into weird, like the most weirdly shaped room I've ever seen in my life, and you
Triangle.
expect us to just be on board? What was
I
your
mean,
plan
you watched
exactly?
the video, right? Hey, I don't
watched the
run this
video.
place, okay? I just work here.
It is called on,
Uh-huh.
man, after all.
Yeah, you see, I got the little pin and everything. You know? I mean, it's just some like intake questions. I'm excited to work with y'all. You seem very rugged, and that's okay. You guys did just die, so like,
Just a question. How sharp is
Yeah.
that pin exactly?
well, it's a little like plastic one.
But does it have like the pokey thing in the back?
It's like one of the ones that like clip onto a little thing, so I guess so, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
So do you want to come first, or?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's try it. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
like
okay.
saunter over.
Yeah, he's gonna lead you into a room.
As I'm like entering the door, is it like an actual door or
It,
just
it's
like
it's an actual wooden door. Yeah.
okay? As I'm going through the door, I'm just gonna turn around and just like give the other two like a pointed look, like check this out, and then I walk in.
I just tip my hat.
As you walk into this section,
likely.
this section is labeled the private therapy quarters. And you see it's kind of this endless line of rooms. To you, anyway, Ligar. To Ace, this is just any other day. To you, though, you see this endless line of different rooms and offices, various different names on these placards on each door. Some you can't even read. They're in languages you can't understand, or maybe won't even understand. But many of them are in simple common. Ace, I imagine you're leading Ligar to your room?
Yeah.
All right, give me just a second.
I think he is holding his clipboard, making sure that she's, following.
Oh, I'm following. Don't worry.
All right, do feel free to continue from here, Ace.
Yeah, he's gonna open the doors of his little room. It looks nice and cozy. It feels very cabiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna sit down at his little desk and he's gonna, gesture towards the comfortable-looking chair that's in front of
Rita's
him.
just gonna take like a look at it, and then just like like kind of like put all her weight on one leg, and then just like cross her arms, and then just stare him down.
So, you're you're Lagar, right? I think we have your name. We have the names on file, right?
You do.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're Lagar, right?
Uh-huh.
Just wanted to ask you some questions. As you already know, my name's Ace. I'm your therapist for today. Your little on take. Just got a few, basic questions.
Can you like get on with it, or how long is this gonna take?
It takes as long as you want it to take, honestly. I just
Okay,
wanted
hurry
to
up
ask, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
She's just gonna like slowly tilt her head to the side and just stare him down.
Alrighty. Glad you're doing okay, I think. Didn't answer, but that's okay. It's gonna take time, obviously. The other questions, are you uncomfortable about talking about anything that you've done / experienced in the past?
Everything I've done has been perfectly fine. I don't see why I would have an issue.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, a lot of people feel that. And that's okay. I really appreciate your honesty with that, honestly. Sorry, he's looking at his little clipboard. I mean, what do you feel like you're gonna, accomplish here, or like do? Because
So,
you watched
Ace,
the video.
I actually have a question for you, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, of course. Shoot.
How do I get out?
Well, typically how you get out is, well, you just become a better person, honestly. Ethereal Redemption Agency, all that jazz. We want to make you a, good. Not saying that you're bad, but if we feel like you've healed enough from, all the stuff with being here, then I think at some point we might let you go back to the material plane or something like that.
Okay, so that's nice and all, but how do I get out now?
Right now?
Yeah, like right the second, ideally. I kind of have
Well,
some stuff to get back to. I'm sure it's all on your clipboard there.
well, I mean, I feel like it would be, but
It's
I don't
not.
have access to all the information. Um,
So, the way out? Today, ideally?
Kiwi?
Hello?
Kiwi?
What?
Where's our ace?
Where's Kiwi?
Like, oh, and sometime
Oh my God,
today
you
it is
fucking
when
did.
I'm sick of this attitude, actually. No, we'll do it tomorrow.
Damn. Kiwi, you alright?
Shit, Legar.
I'm guessing either internet dying or being called away for something.
Oh. In the meantime, while Lagar is doing that, what are the two of you doing back in the main area?
Yours kind of yours is idle pose. Is that like the hands behind the back kind of thing?
Is the idle pose the one in, well, not quite the one in characters, but
Yeah.
the one with characters in the...
Not with the hand outstretched, but same behind the back kind of thing as the other one.
Oh, you're in
Oh, the
a...
internet died.
Finish up
I'm
and
on
then
the
we'll...
phone now.
Ah.
Hey.
So,
Hi, welcome back.
so the two of you
Yeah,
are
so
just...
sorry.
The two of you are just kind of idling in there?
I was gonna
I
do
was
something. I was
gonna-
just yeah.
I was gonna strike up a conversation, but I don't want to waste the time.
Sorry. You'll have a chance, don't worry. Anyways. Back to what you two were doing.
Oh yeah.
What was the
Sorry.
last thing that...
You were
what's the
asking...
last thing you heard?
You were
Launched.
asking how long you were gonna be fucking
Yeah,
here,
okay.
how to get out.
Perfect.
Yeah, so what they say with when you getting out, right? It's once we make significant progress in your redemption, you'll go back to the material plane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What about the way out now? Like, today? Ideally, right now.
Well, I mean, like, usually redemptions don't take a day.
Yeah, okay, sure. That's not my question.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
The way out, ideally.
Well, the way out is, you know, stuff. Oh, I'm back on my computer. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Ignore that. Yeah. So,
Uh-huh.
What did you say? You cut out.
Oh, I said I was back on my computer.
No, you said the
No.
way out was and then cut out.
Oh, the way out, was, being redeemed and that way, it's a whole process.
Okay. Fine, let's say I play along with your game. It just
Yeah.
uncrosses her arms and takes a seat and then just crosses her legs. And then shows them down again. So, your questions?
Oh yeah, my questions. Well, you already answered the "Are you uncomfortable about talking about anything that you've done experiencing at the moment?" Do you just want to ask? Let me see. I do just want to ask again. How are you doing? I hope the other two made you feel comfortable, or
Oh, so comfortable. So comfortable. I'm doing so well. I'm so glad you asked. Now the rest of your questions, please.
Oh. Well, I mean, this is just kind of a, check-in kind of session.
Just wanted to, make sure you know where you are, things like that. ERA, obviously. You watch the video and stuff. Do you have any questions about anything else?
I suppose not.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I'll go let you go back out there. I do want to tell you that I do have open hours on some Wednesdays where y'all could just like book a little session, come by, hang out.
You really think I'd want to hang out with you? Just genuinely. You really think that?
I'm not certain at all about anybody,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to let the offer be out there. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How kind of you. Can I go now?
Yeah, I'll bring it back out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you-
And he's gonna stand up and he's gonna,
When Ligar's exiting the room, she doesn't even look at the other two. She's just like stomping all the way to one corner and then just plopping down on one of the pillows and just sulking, basically.
That's awesome.
Just all angry in the corner
yeah.
about this.
Yeah, she's like pretending that wasn't a massive failure.
Who do you call
And I
him?
want to go next. Or else I'm just gonna pick one of y'all.
Side eyes Reina.
Oh, fine. Let's get this over with.
Alrighty, Miss
Gonna-
Raina.
Walk up to this stupid, I can say koboldish by instinct, to this white dude.
He's a white man.
This white man.
White man.
Alright, follow me down to my office.
As you all walk to the office, and Ligar, you heard it as you began to exit too. You kind of hear this muffled sound of someone yelling in another office down the hall. You hear, "What do you mean I'm not going to get out tomorrow? Fuck!" You kind of hear that sound quickly become silenced as Reina. You hear this sound get silenced as Ligar is let out back into the main area. You hear that screaming and then kind of silenced very quickly. It's a bit ominous, but otherwise you hear nothing else after it. As Ace leads you to his office.
Oh, sorry, give me a moment.
Oops.
It's my mom.
Ace's mom got on the phone.
Ace is getting a phone
Yeah,
call.
sorry, I gotta. My mom and either the material planner in here, I don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
Reina
I just work
sat
here.
at the front of the desk, staring endlessly into Ace's those like little desk ornaments that like dip down
Yeah.
into the water, then lift back up, and then dip down again.
I do think Ace has one of the Newton cradles.
Yes, Ace has. one of
Oh,
these cradles.
fantastic.
Yeah, sorry for not saying that with you. I just
She wouldn't
thought
have
of.
cared.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so right now, are you sitting on Ace's desk right now?
What's
Just
that
looking
on
at him.
Ace's desk? I'm kind of like stood before Ace's desk.
Oh,
So,
okay, cool.
Sat down.
Yeah, Ace sits down. He's just looking up at you. His
How
dumb little
solid
mask.
Does this desk look?
I'd say it's pretty solid.
Sorry, let me dig some dice out. To continue.
I see your eyes. No, I don't. Hey, Miss Raina. Nice to have you here.
Sure.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask a few onboarding questions. Obviously, my name's Ace. I'm your little therapist for right now. And feel free to answer as honestly as you want and however you want. And as much as you're comfortable with. So, first off, How are you doing? You did just die, and now you're here.
You can keep telling me that and think I'll believe it, but I'm not that stupid. I mean, come on.
What do you... Oh, you didn't think you died?
This is clearly just some fun little fey trick to convince us all into getting what, either information or entertainment with you fey creatures. It's always hard to tell, but you're really good with illusions. I'll give you that, but I'm not falling for this one. So nice try.
Ace is like writing this all down. Okay. So, but how are you feeling? Even if you think you didn't die. Orientation good,
I'm gonna entertain this until it's over, so...
I really appreciate it. I guess. This is really a first.
What's
But,
that mask about? What's the deal with that?
Huh? Oh, it's just it's a personal thing mostly. You
got
know.
a face under there, or is it just the mask?
Oh, I mean, it's just covering my eyes, so I do have eyes
Can
under
we
here.
see them? I bet they look real nice. And she puts her, like, clawed crystal hand, like, onto the table, kind of digging into it.
I don't... Are you flirting with me?
I just want to take a peek, if that's alright with you.
I'd prefer if you didn't. I do appreciate the advances, but I'm
Rena's
gonna get... We
gonna-
can't really have any patient, confident relationships like that.
Rena's gonna take her other hand and, like, move it towards Ace and, like, grab kind of like the bottom of the mask, but not lift it off yet, but just kind of grab a hold of it, like...
He's
You
gonna
don't
like...
have to be
He's gonna like
shy.
bap you. Bap your hands off. Just like smack. Hey, get up.
She's not that phased. She's quite physically strong.
Uh-huh. I would, or if you didn't, but
Then you're gonna
I'll
tell
just-
me the truth about this place, right?
okay. So, you're in the Ethereal Redemption Agency. It's to, you know, make you be redeemed because you probably killed a lot of people or did something like that. It was all in the video. I was in one of the pictures. You should have saw me there.
And how do we get out of here? Is my question.
Oh, okay. The answer to that is, it's once we make sure, we make significant progress in your, your little, he's doing little, air quotes, your little redemption arc, as they will. You get to go back to the, you know, material plane and be alive again.
Okay. So what if we're,
Bless
like,
you.
not evil? And we're just here by happenstance. Like, I appreciate you trying to
Well-
label us all as villains to kind of get us to submit to your system, but... I mean, I can't speak for them, but... I'm no villain.
Well, yeah. You're probably not a villain, but I don't think there was a mistake in them bringing you here, you know?
Oh, I see your type, I'm not gonna question the system I'm a part of because it's easier to just go ahead with it. Mindless drone
Uh-huh.
sort of thing.
What?
You're just one of those, like, mindless
Okay,
worker drones. You don't think for yourself, you just let others do the thinking for you.
Well, not really. I have my things. I don't think I could share much more information, you know. Session 1.
I see through all your illusions, you're not fooling me.
Alrighty.
I suppose I'll keep playing along with your game.
Yeah, I'll ask you a few more questions just so I can get them down in my notes. And
to
then
be
I'll
clear, did you
grab
come
the
up with
last
these
one, right?
questions, or did your higher-ups make them for you?
It's kind of both. I've been kind of, improving it a little bit because I've been having a difficult time. Don't giggle at me.
Mhm. Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah. Um, what was it? There it is. Okay. Here's another question. Good for notes. Do you have any feelings that you usually repress? If you do, are you comfortable with telling why?
Well, I used to repress a lot of my disappointment with how things were back home. I saw a lot of injustice. And it upset me. I felt like I was powerless to do anything against it, but I learned to take charge and sway things in my favor and learned that maybe the governing powers of the world can't be trusted to keep going unchallenged. So I made a better world for
Yeah,
people.
that's nice. A real leader type you are. I get it. I love book club.
Shut up. Shut up. Stop acknowledging it. Continue.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Write those down. Sorry. I get excited. And I just have one more. Do you feel that any unresolved problems from previous experiences are impeding your happiness or personal development? That was one that was printed on here.
Like I said, I was coming into this whole thing thinking I was on the path to fix a world I lived in that was broken by the powers that came before me. My business there is unfinished. And I was cut down before I could complete the job. So there's a world waiting for me to come back to it and save it from its dismal fate.
Alrighty. You're a real
You're
intense one.
standing
Isn't
in
it
my
enough
way
to
of
that?
aren't you?
I just work here. I'm trying to be a therapist.
You're a cog in a machine, better than everyone else.
Alrighty.
You think you're making a difference, and it's cute. I applaud you for clinging on to that small, feeble fleck of purpose in your life, but ultimately you're just a replaceable means to an end helping this machine run. A machine that you don't even know if it's doing good.
I think it's doing pretty good. I'm gonna call it here. We'll work on this some other time. I really appreciate all the notes you've been giving me. And if you're ready, we're gonna head back out, and I'm gonna grab the Eurus fellow.
As you say that, and this is to give you all a little something to do. Sorry, Ace. You see Ace as one of your co-workers comes in, and he kind of leans into your door. He knocks. He goes, he's this, elven man. He's got his hair tied up in a bun. He's got one of those white kind of coats on with this tweed shirt and these kind of khaki shorts on. And he kind of leans in and goes, "Hey, Ace, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I interrupting?"
We were just wrapping up here for session stuff, you know.
Okay, good, 'cause we're having a problem with Sorsen again. You think you mind coming in and helping again? Yes, he's mad again because, doesn't listen to anything. Hi, he kind of turns to you, Reyna. Sorry, dude, this is not usually what happens around here.
No, I understand. Reyna, pleasure to meet you, and she extends a hand out to the guy.
He does not take it, and he looks to Ace. If you wouldn't mind, it's kind of getting bad. And he kind of slips away.
Or what?
Says you, sorry. Literally offered a handout to you, didn't take it.
Rotten bitch, sure.
Karma.
Anyway.
Ace is gonna lead Reyna. Oh yeah.
As Ace kind of walks past, Reyna's gonna put their crystally clawed hand on Ace's shoulders, whoa, 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 whoa. Before we go,
Yeah.
like I said, I was curious. You can take that mask off for me, can't you? Is it about trust building?
I'll say in
right?
due time. Yeah.
So what? I trust you with my feelings, and you don't trust me with something of yours.
Oh yeah, I'm a therapist, so I kind of have to maintain that professional stance.
Oh, believe you me, this is not anything like that. I'm just curious.
That's okay. Your curiosity will be satiated eventually. All right.
It's
I gotta go take care of this. I apologize. I'll lead you back to the main room. And, you get to go hang out while I deal with this, okay?
alright. Fair enough.
Alright. He's gonna do that. He's gonna lead her back to the main room.
Raina's just walking out.
You
She's looking confident.
Oh, sorry. You hear down the hall. You hear down the hall kind of this like the sounds of like spells being cast. It sounds like a muffled fight going on, and you hear just like you hear impact sounds. You're hearing like some spells being slung off, but it's like it sounds very distant. Ace, you definitely heard this sound before. This is the third time this month.
Yeah. Ace is gonna, do a little crack of the knuckles after leading Ray into the main Reina into the main room. Then we go from there.
Reina, you're led back into the main room by Ace. Ace, do you let them know what's going on?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go say. Am I still hearable?
Yeah, you're probably like at the door at this point.
Yeah. Ace is gonna poke his head through the door and be like, Eurus, you're up next. And we are going I'm gonna need to take a moment because I have to deal with something in the back. I appreciate you very much for waiting. Please hang out, be nice. Thank you. And then he's gonna shut the door.
As the door hits with a clunk, and as Ace goes to deal with the third fucking time this month, as Ace would probably put it in their head, the three of you are left to your own devices within the main area. So sorry to cut you out of this one, Kiwi. It's that 8 o'clock time. I mentioned this earlier at the beginning of the stream. I took care of some stuff earlier, so I might be like 10 to 20 minutes. The three of you are free to act out whatever. Just let me know what happens. When I come back, I'll probably just rewatch the VOD anyway. I will be back. Would we like some conversation music?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Let me get the patented conversation music. Here we are. This is not the conversation music. This is Stanley Parable Deluxe elevator music in 4K 10 plus hours.
Oh my god! Yes!
Here you are. Enjoy. Let me just turn it up a little bit. It's a little quiet. Enjoy. I'll be back.
So, you two coming from different worlds, did you two have horse race tests in your world?
What?
What?
We had horse races, sure, yeah.
No horse race tests? Is that just our thing? Okay, fair enough.
I guess they could.
I
test
didn't
it
even
before
fucking get
racing.
up yet, and I hear you saying this bullshit. Clarify if it's
They
canon
do
or
for-
not.
they-
Anyways, I'll be back.
They do participate in horse race tests in the ERA.
I'm here looking for Cyan. She went missing a while ago.
What are we talking about right now?
So these kind of interims where we have no DM to guide us, just like semi-canon or not.
No,
really
yes, I know.
canon.
I'm saying that the character. Oops.
I'm explaining it to you in character.
Oh, okay.
This is the fourth wall break.
Okay, perfect.
So how are we doing?
confused, mostly.
Yeah, this place is certainly something. That white guy with the mask certainly gave us nothing to go off of.
I mean, if we take him seriously, I guess that video is supposedly true. That gives us enough information.
I feel like trusting a big company isn't that the wisest thing to do, but hey, who knows?
I'm glad
Yes.
at least I'm not the only one that's doubting this place.
Do you have voice lines in the seniors, or are you not scripted any dialogue?
Sure do. I just don't want to leave you guys talk.
What's the deal with your eyes, buddy?
They're just shot red.
No,
Head
I mean
on.
the darkness around them. If you take the hat off, is it still dark, or?
I prefer not to. They're kind of hard to get a hat on with ears and everything.
Yeah. How much you want to bet he's bald?
In fact, not.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Take the hat off then.
I'm a wolf creature. I have fur.
Take
I
the
mean,
hat off.
you have fur on your body, sure, but we don't know what's under the hat. You could be bald under there.
And we're just kind of like takes the hat off. The darkness stays there. Just kind of perfectly cuts off just below where the hat is. There is hair. It's like fur and hair, but then puts the hat back on pretty quickly.
This is how Howdy
Something-
operated.
Well, I mean,
Lager's
yeah,
actually
they're
looking
not bald.
perplexed now. Like, huh. I guess you weren't
It's
kidding.
probably just a character detail written in by the original artist.
I don't know. I'm more a magician. I like walk up to her, like do like the trick of like putting a hand behind the ear and like pulling out a coin, and we'll like hand it to her like that.
As you put your hand in Reina's hand to give her a coin, she's casting Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
How much
I
damage?
wasn't like putting my hand in your hand. I was offering you the coin, but
No, well, I've taken up your hand and casted Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
so.
why are you holding? Ah, shit.
Do I roll? I do roll to hit. What the fuck's my d20? Rook, why are you still on my dice?
Eat a sworky.
There is one.
You do not have an advantage, by the way. I don't have metal armor on.
I didn't say I had the advantage. I said
Uh,
I got Shocking Grasp.
Oh yeah, but with it, it's
Listen
if
to the
they
words
have.
coming from my mouth.
I was just saying because if it has metal armor, they get advantage. I love that spell.
Can
Well, I know you
someone
don't have
add,
metal
like,
armor.
we need a Hall of
Sorry,
Fame in here.
There is a quote channel somewhere.
Is there?
There was a quotes channel. They
Not
killed it.
anymore.
Some beer ruins everything. It's fine. You
This
can
is-
add a quotes channel once we're back. When he's
Mhm.
back. For now, let's just use play a bot commands as our quotes channel.
Yeah.
It's basically quoting people. How much damage is Shocking Grasp? 1d8? I don't have a d8 on hand, but I have a d6 I can add 2 to.
You
I rolled
what
You take 8.
to hit? I
No,
You
it is-
didn't know what to hit.
Oh, it's a 22.
Okay. I take 8 damage.
Yeah. And not canonically, but you do for the bit.
Okay, good, because I have 10 HP.
Blood.
Hey, Rin, are you using the level 2 one, or...
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
No, are you using the level 2 fucking sheet?
Oh yeah,
or-
because it gets stronger if it's depending on level. That's at 5th level.
Oh.
Yeah. It gets
Okay.
stronger at 5th level.
Okay, because I'm like, damn.
Oh no, if
It's a
I
lot
could
for a
have
cantrip.
guessed it, I would.
It's just because I rolled max damage.
Yeah, I did roll
Jesus
max damage to be fair.
Okay.
It was just kind of like the fur like stands on it a little bit, and then like you see a little beep on the like mechanical thing around the neck, and then just goes ugh. You can have the coin, partner, and just like kind of backs off with like hands in the air.
Oh, you're adorable, aren't you?
God forbid I do a magic trick. Jeez.
Hard to think that you came into this place as some, like, she does a little air quote motion, villain, you know? I mean, come on.
I haven't had a therapy session yet. I prefer to enter places with a nice or a kind face to make people trustworthy.
You can say kind face. You really mean soft.
Just looking at you, with it's like a squinting a little bit. Then, partner, you can keep
What?
the coin if you want it that bad.
I mean, I plan to.
All right.
I'm gonna like walk over to Eurus, take her big crystal hand, and just pat him on the head.
Stop. How tall is Raina?
Roughly how tall is Eurus? Because she'll probably be like a bit shorter.
Because when I was doing the insane heights of what I did in GOM, they're 7 foot tall, if I remember right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raina's probably like 5'10", 5'11". So she's reaching.
Just looking
so
down,
we
like,
have that.
no, partner, please don't patronize me.
No, don't like being patronized, buddy.
Not really, no. Head in my head currently.
She snaps her fingers and a little mage hand pops up to keep patting Eurus's head while
Oh,
she walks
fucking-
away.
You do see it. His buddy betrays him. The tail is very slightly wagging.
Oh, you are adorable.
Tries to put his hand on the tail, like, starts.
Uh-huh. Big scary villain over there, huh? I'm so intimidated.
Liger's just chuckling in a corner watching this interaction.
Head slowly turns to Liger.
Liger just flips him a middle finger and grins.
The temptation to flip one back and cause vicious mockery. Yeah, it's just not gonna cause vicious mockery, but just gonna flip one back.
She rolls her eyes.
The mage hand is gonna grab Eurus's hat, toss it on the floor, and then disappear.
You think if we, like, force his face in just the light, that the shadows will go away? You think that'll work? Like, if there's nowhere for shadows to be, you know?
Hofa picks up the hat. Jeez.
I also wonder if you can see it blush under there.
Oh, you should try.
That's what I'm trying now.
I will cast sleep and put all of you guys to sleep. Don't text me.
Seems convenient, like having a nice shadow over your face.
Yeah. It's a party trick.
I wonder if any marks would show up under the shadow if the shadow takes precedent.
You haven't tried it? No one's ever really paid much attention to it.
You certainly
Liger's
are.
just gonna, like, root around in the folds of the fabric that she's wearing and just, like, fan out, like, a couple of darts that are, like, you know, held between her fingers, and she's just gonna, like, show them off, like, I mean, I could try. I could see what it does. And she flicks one into, like, between her, like, index and thumb, and then just, like, pretends to aim at Eurus.
Eurus doesn't flinch, she's just looking.
I mean, sure. If it bleeds, we'll see if it goes under the shadow or not.
Hey, sorry, I'm back. What? Oh. Hey, sorry, I'm back. What's happened?
Staring.
Nothing.
Right on
We're just
time.
having
They're flirting with the
Eurus was just trying to be nice, and they're both just tormenting him.
we're having a nice conversation with our new friend here.
Question.
Just, like, doing just, like, aiming the dart back and forth, like, do I do it, do I not?
I'm seeing a message in general that makes me want to ask. Was anyone casting any spells?
No.
Yes.
Yes or no? I need a clear answer
While you
here.
hit zombie,
Yes.
can we have a quote? Can we have a quotes channel before you continue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where would you want me to put that? Public? Private?
Probably.
public, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'll put
Remember
it in
that
public.
there's a public death save Discord.
There is. You can join the public death save Discord and see these quotes as they happen and get notified every time we go live. I'm very terrible at advertising these.
Did you ban a certain user from this Discord recently that someone in this call, like Panda maybe, said to ban from public joinable servers?
What?
I don't know if zombies in that channel, but I'll give the. There's
Yeah,
someone who's
so-
not great going
copy-
around, so I can give you the link.
Copy the message over to Zombie. There's an unsavory
Oh,
individual.
that person? Yeah, I banned them like as soon as I read that. If we're talking about the one.
Oh, did you? Oh, were you in it, so?
Oh,
Wait,
zombies none of that.
are we not
server.
talking about the weirdo that was? Well, I don't want to.
Oh no, different one. So the one in Panda in Panda's server posted a
There you
message
go.
about a user going around saying unsavory things in people's public Discord. So before we advertise, look at our public Discord. Let's get rid of this problematic user, and then we can advertise our public.
Okay. Says it doesn't exist. I think they died.
Yeah, we reported their messages, so I think they might have deleted their user.
Well, a happy
Which is great.
ending.
That's scary. Anyways.
Where were we?
Um.
Yes. So I joy buzzed Eurus for touching my hand. By touching my hand, I mean I grabbed Eurus's hand.
Oh.
My rose tie.
I really wish you would have said something before you started casting any spells.
That's okay. It was a
I'm
joke
moving
spell.
past
Trust,
that.
trust, 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 trust.
It was from the crystals. It was from the crystals. Trust. It was from the crystals. It was from the crystals.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
cantrip.
yeah.
It's a cantrip.
I
God,
think there's something to do with magic in this place.
you all are under. If you are to go to try to cast any spells, if you are not a staff member of the ERA, you will find it incredibly difficult to remember how to do any of it. It's not that you can't, it's not that you're physically incapable of, but like the video mentioned, they've removed your memories on how to use it. This includes any powers you had any knowledge of using that were related to, like, say you made a deal with a devil. You would not know how to use those powers anymore. You'd remember you have them, just not how to
It's a
use them.
good thing that employee didn't shake my hand because I did plan to kill him, but oh well.
Yeah, that's exactly why he didn't fucking do that.
What if it's a racial trait that has magic involved in it?
You would remember you have it, just that you don't remember how to use it.
Okay.
That's like I said, that's what the video meant. You remember you have it. They've just removed your memories on how to use it.
Okay.
This
So
might.
you in fact didn't get a coin clover.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna have to consider that whole fucking interaction non-canon, aren't I? Well, fuck.
I mean,
What
to
the
be fair,
hell?
they're always semi-canon. I'm pretty sure we had Concordia and Lapori talk about brain rot one time.
Are they
That was
canon?
funny,
That's
yeah.
for the viewers to decide. Fuck you. I'm kidding. Anyways.
Doesn't get the coin because it's a racial trait.
Anyhow.
Well, I perceive the coin to be real, therefore it's real.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm not allowed to use it.
You're not allowed to use it yet. Shh. Shh. Everybody shh. Ace, roll a d20 for me.
Okay, yay! 19. Awesome. Thumbs
You
up
deal with the
emoji.
situation flawlessly. It's just another fucking Monday for you that Sorsen is going nuts, and you have to deal with him. You come back unscathed
You're welcome.
as you open the door once more to call Eurus in.
Yeah, if we could have yours come in, please. You're the last one on the list.
No, quietly, calmly walk in.
Give me a minute. I
Yeah,
gotta
really
grab my dice.
appreciate it. I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna lead him over to,
Scratch
to
what I
my
said. I
office.
lost my dice. Continue.
not me. There it is. I'm gonna lead Yaris all over to my little office. Yeah, right, yeah.
I forgot that lead character.
Oh, yeah, you're all good.
We're gonna get at it. He was just very very nice and calmly sits down, crosses his arms, like kind of leans back a bit,
Nice.
and puts their tail over themselves so it doesn't drag along the floor.
I really appreciate it.
Big ass
I love
tail. Big ass
big-
fluffy
big old-
tail.
big old tail. Don't I know it?
Looks at you.
What?
Blank expression.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
a few.
Sorry. Hi. Sorry, I just lost all steam after dealing with that cat again. It's okay. It's a usual occurrence. It happens sometimes. We're working on him. You saw the video. You understood it probably, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
My name's Ace. You're a therapist for today. Got some questions, obviously. And feel free to respond however much you want to, however honestly you want to, as much as you need to, etc. You know? First question, it's just like, how are you doing? You know, just died and all that stuff.
You're just not saying anything. He's just looking straight at you.
He's writing it down. He's writing down the nothing that you're saying. Okay. I will let you know that it's okay to not speak if you want to. You know, this is a how do they put it? Like, you know, it's up to you to be redeemed at your own pace and stuff. I'll just go through the next couple questions. Are you uncomfortable talking about anything you've done / experienced in the past?
Is yours continuing to say nothing?
Yep, yours is just pure silent.
That's awesome. That's crazy. Why do you... I hope you're finding it all well and everything like that. Hope you're doing okay. It's okay that you don't want to talk. I just I appreciate you being here, and sorry, I don't really have any script for this. I'm just letting you know now. Are there any questions you want to ask?
Glorious all over again. God damn it.
Ace is staring back. He's like looking up and then looking down at his notes, writing down, patient does not really want to talk right now.
Yours is just like sitting there, arms crossed, all that, just kind of like idly like tapping their foot whenever, just looking somewhat like unenthused at Ace.
Do you prefer written communication or?
Nope.
All right.
Verbal's fine, partner.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So nothing else you want right now? Alrighty. Okay. Well, guess that was easy-ish.
I get up and walk out.
Oh, okay. Just leaving. I am supposed to escort you. He's gonna follow.
Alright, get along then.
Yeah. Wow, you're the one who you're the only one who wasn't threatening in any way.
Are you saying that aloud?
Just completely silent. Just walks out and walks back into the group.
Yep.
That was easy.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do from this point on. Oh, I could lead y'all around. I don't remember. Zombie, help me out, please.
You're supposed to give them a tour of the other 2 rooms.
Okay, awesome. All right.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm fumbling.
It's alright.
I
You're doing
appreciate-
good.
I appreciate y'all being patient with me.
Thing.
What?
Sorry if I hit you off your game by not saying anything.
Oh no, you're good. I think it's funny and delightful. So, now that you've all had your onboarding, I've been also tasked with, you know, leading you around, showing all 3 of you everything the facility has to offer. Yeah. All good with that? Reina, Ligar, yours?
If I have to.
Sure, sounds fun.
Yours, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Tip's hat.
Awesome. Alrighty. We're gonna go through we're gonna go show you your rooms first, right? He's gonna lead them over to the left door. He's gonna, unlock it, I think.
Please, can we refrain from the dots? I know they're fun, but
You
please.
were doing it.
I know, to try to show you. It gets me
you
to
were
do
doing
it.
around the area when I was doing it.
I know, because whenever I see them, I'm like a fucking cat looking at a laser, like, ooh. Okay, but let's refrain.
This is what Sorsen does.
Shut up.
All right. He's gonna lead all of you into the left door from the bottom.
As
Gonna open it up and let Zombie speak.
Yeah. As you all come into the room block, it's the best way to describe it is it's shaped like a prison. There's a large rectangular area in the middle that Ace leads you out to, where the promised entertainment all lies. There's several freestanding bookshelves not connected to the wall, filled with scrolls, books. There's one of the bookshelves has a bottom part filled with board games. There's various comfortable seating areas of bean bags, chairs. There's even a fireplace with the most comedically thick iron bars on it possible, with a little note attached to it on a sticky note that just says, "Do not let Gary." The bottom half is burned off, so you're not entirely sure what it's supposed to mean. Ace, you recognize this and know that Gary should not be allowed near any fire. You see that this kind of main big rectangular area is a sort of rec area. You also see over to the side a kind of ring of chairs with one kind of like a half circle, not a ring, but like a half circle of chairs, and one chair sitting off to the side or kind of in the middle, and behind this area, you see, kind of like in the therapy quarters, several doors lining the walls that go down further, or not further, in fact. Unlike in the therapist room, there's kind of a finite feeling to this room. You can see end to end, there's kind of doors that lead to rooms. You see several names on them, none of them incomprehensible like Ligar or the other two of you saw. There's also a second floor with stairs that go up onto a kind of balcony, like a second floor. Again, best way to describe it is a second floor on a cell block. There's stairs that go up onto a little balcony floor with more doors lining the wall. They're about 5 feet in between each other, but you see as one person, you see as someone steps out of this room, this orc man with the kind of very modest clothes on him. You get a peek into his room that definitely looks bigger than a 5-foot cell. It's rather quaint. He's got a little bed in there. You see a bit of torchlight glow as he closes the door and he walks through the rec area and kind of past you in order to get to the other area, or so you assume. But Ace, feel free to show that, and as you.
Well, yeah, we're gonna bring you all around, showing you all the yo, that's crazy. We're gonna show you all around, all the rooms, etc., etc. What Zombie just said. They're having sex right now while we're alive. Just so everyone at home knows, they're talking about toxic Yuri.
No, don't fucking say that either. Oh my god.
Ligar and Reina casually mind fucking.
Okay.
We have a toxic Yuri and
Astral
toxic Eurus.
projecting.
I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, so I'm showing them around while they're doing all that in their mind in the non-canon Discord chat right now. Showing them, fireplace. We don't want to let, what was his name?
Gary.
We don't want to let Gary there.
Don't let Gary.
Y'all know that, right? Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Showing them all to their individual rooms. They're probably very close to each other, yeah?
Yeah, as you three initially approach your rooms, you see as soon as you step close enough to the door, a kind of placard is almost fabricated on with as it slides across, displaying your first name on it, and also a little pouch with a little card in them. As you pick up these cards, you see they're kind of purple, like the Tabaxi's suit in the video, and as you flip it over, it says keep on person if you'd like to get anywhere. Ace, you'll know
so those are
these.
your little ID cards.
I was about to say, Ace, you'll know these as, yes, little ID cards, which are used to keep track of them, but also as what allows them and you to open the doors in the main area, private therapy quarters, etc.
Yeah. Those are your little ID cards that help you get around the place. Obviously, they don't have clearance for everything, but, they let you get into your room, get into this room, those rooms, all the stuff like that. If y'all want to take a, look around there, if you want. Otherwise, I could just lead you to the cafeteria. And
We're calling on all late night coders, early morning gamers.
Shut up!
I'm an early morning
Don't
gamer.
fucking
Zombie
I'm not-
late night coder.
shut up!
You know what? You know
The two
what? Those
genders.
are literally just like over the PA speakers. Like that's
Those
just
are the-
that just plays.
Occasionally, there's an
Early morning
ad.
gamer, late night coda.
Shut up.
The narrative that late night coders and early morning gamers are indeed villains.
No, okay, just don't
And they will
acknowledge
soon
it.
be redeemed.
Continue. Back to stage one. No, I don't know what the film term is.
So you're gonna show
anyways.
us the cafeteria too?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. If everyone's good here, you all know where your rooms are. Yeah, you got your little cards.
Liger is just like looking at hers with like the most disgusting, like this disgusted face. Just like holding it barely as if it's like a dirty rag or something.
Oh, the card.
What's our problem?
Tell you.
You need any help with that, Liger?
If I could get away with not having it, that would be much helpful, actually.
Unfortunately, it is used to, get into your room and all the other rooms.
Yeah.
So, I apologize. Not really a workaround for that.
So, cafeteria time, I guess?
Yeah, we could go for a little snack, yeah? Yeah. Okay, if y'all follow me. Beep boop. I opened the door.
You
Okay.
what? Huh?
I went over there because I was just dragging. Where the fuck did I go? Okay.
Sorry.
You all walk into the cafeteria to see that it kind of reminds you of a school cafeteria a bit. These long plastic tables with long bench seats, thankfully, not those little dumbass circles that could barely fit my fat ass. Anyways, these long plastic tables with these longer bench chairs, There's a couple of them. There's about they're about 3 squares long here, and there's about, what would that be? There's like 2 each. There's quite a few of them to seat everybody here. I can't math that right now. Fucking stop it. Get rid of this fucking image. I swear to God. The main thing that strikes you as off about this area is kind of around the back wall here is this opening. And in this opening is this black smoky void that just kind of like you see kind of the smoke billow out in front of the cafeteria a bit. You see as it begins. Okay, seriously, please. Please stop. Please stop. Please. You're gonna make me laugh. God damn it. You see as this kind of smoke billows out, and you see someone go up to the this smoke. You can't exactly hear what they say, but you see this pair of red eyes kind of appear in the smoke and then move across. They kind of do a little flip, as in like they rotate 360 degrees in like a normal human eyes don't get to do a little spin, but they get to the person, meet them at eye level, and you hear them say something. The eyes disappear back into the smoke, and out of the smoke is slid a little bowl of soup for this person, and they take it and go sit down and start to eat it. This is the most jarring part of the room. Ace, this is
That's our lunch man.
yeah, it's your lunch man, Levi. That's it. He's your lunch man.
Oh, that's Levi. You could ask him for food. I think the thing. I'm thinking of this in my head right now that I don't know the specifics, but I think you could ask him for like whatever food you want, and he'll try to get it for you. You know?
Yeah.
Does that sound correct? Yeah. You know, if you have a favorite food from home or whatever, you could get it here. Any questions?
Yeah, what kind of food do you have? Because I'm kind of on a diet.
So what are you thinking of? That's where Levi gets
well,
you.
you
So many
know-
options.
Well, I kind of come from a place where we don't really eat that. And she just points at the stuff that she sees displayed in the cafeteria so far.
Yeah.
Can I eat some more, how do I explain this? Conceptual stuff, you know?
Yeah. I think we could try to get that. I mean, you could go ask Levi. Because of the eyes. And you could, you know, try through there. Not completely sure.
Ears pinned back as she looks at Levi like, uh-huh.
I promise he's very polite.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a little unsettling at first, but you get used to it. He's very kind. He gets you the food you want, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wanna go test it out?
No,
I could be with you if you need me to.
No, thank you. I'd rather kill myself than have you with me. Sorry.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, damn.
Excellent delivery.
Alright. Okay. So we're gonna work on that. I'm writing it down in my notes.
Great. Anyway, now what? Seen the cafeteria, seen the rooms. What else is there? TV room or something?
Well, those are kind of in your rooms, right? You got all your recreationals in there. Is for eating.
Sorry, you need me
That
to.
just work. If y'all don't have any questions to ask,
Drew's been silent the entire time. Just completely quiet.
or we could throw it to God.
I mean, I seem to understand the whole conceit of the place, right? We have all these rooms, like the cafeteria to eat, and the
Yeah.
room block to sleep, and what, we just kind of dither around in the meantime? Nothing else?
There's therapy. Y'all
Yeah,
either do
kind of.
appointments or there's the open hours on Wednesdays. So
Or we're just stuck in these 4 rooms for the rest of our lives?
well, no.
I mean, allegedly we're dead, so it's not much of a life to live, right?
Well, yeah, because once you guys make significant, you know, progress in your redemption, you guys are gonna go back to the material plane, you know?
Rolling my eyes.
I mean, I'm saying what's true.
I mean, you're saying what you were told. I would barely call it true.
Alright. I'm just gonna start deflecting.
Um.
I'm sorry.
You've got nothing better than deflection. You're not exactly proving me wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I've seen some people, go back to the material plane. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Would you like me to?
Yes.
All right. As Ace,
I just work here.
it's okay. I know. As Ace concludes the tour, Ace, I imagine you go back to your office or somewhere else. I'm sure Sorsen will probably try to break out for a fourth time.
Yeah.
As Ace leaves you all to this, I will be honest with you. Some time passes. I want to ask you all to figure out what you do over this time. A week.
I have an idea.
All right, we'll go one by one.
Gay sex.
Okay, whoa. Okay. Seriously though. A week goes by as you all have now been acquainted and been onboarded and bought on. While you all think about what you were doing that week and what you were trying to do, and I'll, walk you through what you discover, what you learn, what you spend doing that week. Ace, one of the things that happens for you is, you know the whole saying, every therapist needs a therapist. Every week, every 2 weeks, you've got to go get your therapy session, and that's something that happened in the week that your 3 newbies came. And you go to see your therapist, this green dragonborn, tall. He's got the same kind of white coat. You're one of the therapists that don't use it. A lot of them do, some don't. You're given the choice, of course, so long as you wear the little. Yeah, to wear the little ERA pin. He's kind of got his own private office. He doesn't ever interact with any of the other patients here, and he sees you come in. He's got his own kind of like those chairs that that like patients will lay in.
The long chairs.
Yeah, the long chairs. He's got one of his own for him in his office. You walk in. His room's very white and clinical. Almost has this like heavenly feel to it. But not like entirely. It's still very grounded as the kind of beige shag carpet kind of hits your feet. And he hears you come in and goes, well, I know what you're here for, Ace. Please sit down.
Yeah, well, the week's been a little stressful.
Of
There's
course.
3 newbies.
Oh. I mean, I'm not allowed to know that as soon as it happens, but I think if you please, and he like motions to
I've
the
had
chair.
a week. I hope they're gonna be doing good. I see like potential or something. I just work here.
Well, of course. I mean, that's the reason we let anyone into the ERA. That's the reason why we use our abilities to bring their bodies here. I mean, you knew that when you signed on, of course.
Yeah, I knew that when I signed on.
Do you sit down? He's like offered it to you twice now.
Yeah, Ace is sitting down.
Mm-hmm. You sit down with him, and he kind of gets up a bit, and he kind of gets his clipboard out, starts getting his pen, writing stuff down. Speaking of those 3 newbies, I understand likely you've been assigned to them initially, at least.
Yeah, I've been assigned initially. It's been fun, I think.
Have any of them come to see you yet in the past week? I'm gonna shoot that question over to the 3 of you. Did any of you go see Ace at all in the past week?
Nuh-uh.
No.
What was the question, sorry?
Have any of you gone to see Ace either by going and scheduling an appointment or going in on open hours?
I imagine Raina probably tried to make an appointment to see Ace again, and was either not given Ace as a therapist and so left disappointed, or did get Ace as a therapist, tried to get the mask off again, and got kicked out.
Which one do
I
you
don't
want to?
think.
You would have gotten Ace if you made an appointment with Ace.
Fantastic.
So I'm gonna go with your other response that it was just you trying to get Ace's mask off and then getting in trouble. Yeah, that cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, Ace, you can now say that. Sorry.
I mean, one of them came by. On the first day, she tried to get the mask off, which I didn't really appreciate, and then she scheduled it to do it again, which I didn't appreciate
Have
again.
you retaliated in any way?
No, I've been keeping my cool. I haven't had any outbursts as of late. I mean, honestly, the little thing with sourcing that day also helped.
Yeah.
He's a little stinker.
Has he? Sorry, you said only one of them came to see you.
Yeah.
Which one?
It was Raina.
Again, I don't know any of their names. I'm not allowed to interact. But
Yeah.
what's
No, I get it.
what's your confidence in the three of them that they'll see redemption?
It's a clear 70 for me.
70%.
Percent. I mean, I want them to do good because,
Of course.
you know,
But do you think they will?
I'm gonna say a yes because I don't know. Maybe they'll turn around. Maybe one of them will talk to me.
It is their first week, after all. I'm sure they're trying and failing to escape. Did you?
Yeah, I mean, two of them did ask if they could leave already. I did, tell them. Obviously,
course.
Thing we're supposed to.
Yeah, can't tell them the truth there, right? Sends people into a panic most of the time.
Yeah,
But
I didn't really want to do that.
of
so.
course. Enough about them though. How are you feeling after the past 2 weeks? Confident?
A little
or-
anxious about it all. I don't want. I'm trying not to make them be on my nerves, and I'm succeeding a little bit. I think.
I mean, you do understand, Ace. You don't need the patients to like you, right?
Well, I'd like them to. I feel like it
Of
would make it a lot
course.
easier for the both of us.
We would like that, but some people who come through here need hard truths. I mean, we all know we've been trying to give Nagi some hard truths. I know you talked about them in previous times with me.
Yeah.
Some people here need to hear hard things, and they're not gonna like you for it. They're not gonna jump with joy when they get the realization. They're going to hate you for it, and I think that's something that I need to reiterate with you, because it sounds like these three are going to be some people who need to hear the hard truth, and I want to be sure you're ready for that.
Well, I think I am.
Bro just said that.
Well, he doesn't. This guy doesn't know that. He's not allowed to interact with them.
It was like, these guys need the hard truths. You're just sitting there.
I know at least two of them that need hard truth right now, and maybe three actually. I think I need this bear to actually talk about its issues.
You know, a lot of people who come through here need that, and you're ready to do that in case you need to. I mean, once they open up more and need to be told what they're doing or what they did was wrong.
Yeah.
You don't sound very confident in that. Yeah.
I, I, well, I'm not, so
Um.
I, I think it'll be fine.
What did you tell them about you? I mean, what did you feel
Um,
comfortable sharing with them?
I didn't really share anything about any personal things. I'm Ace. I work here. I'm
Especially
their
not
therapist for a
the.
while. No, I didn't share anything about that yet. I thought it was too tough of a thing to talk about on the first session.
Yeah, and we know. I mean, of course, sharing personal details is about yourself is usually a give and take sort of thing, and well, I know we've had a couple patients react with intense fear upon hearing that, and it's good you're keeping it close to your chest until it's a good time to talk about it with them.
Yeah.
What else did I want to cover? Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Tell me. I can't think of anything else to ask you, so I just wanna I wanna listen to you.
Not at the moment. I think so. I think I need to get through the week and see how next week pans out.
Have
Things like that.
have the weeks been hard for you recently?
I
Harder than being a therapist at a place like this is. I understand
No,
it's
not-
not
I mean,
easy.
yeah, it's not easy, but it's been fine.
Fine as in the
I've
normal
been
fine.
giving myself treats.
Do elaborate.
Just treats. Getting food. I don't know what you want me to
yourself.
say.
Well,
Yeah.
That again.
that's understandable, of course. We all need something to look forward to at the end of a hard work day. Could be anything, but it's good that you're keeping yourself motivated. Anything
Yeah.
else?
Not that I got. I think I'm doing fine.
All right. Well, my open hours are on Sundays. If you change your mind and want to say anything else, I'm open then. I'm gonna mark you down as good for this week.
Awesome.
Do let me know how they're doing. Of course, I can't go out and see, but do let me know how they're doing, how confident you feel next week, or well, in the next
Yeah.
2 weeks when we meet again. I do believe
Alrighty.
Dave's behind you. You see the elf you saw earlier calling for help with Sorsen before, kind of like
Oh.
peeking and
Oh, yeah. Hey.
believe it's his turn. So if you wouldn't mind.
Yep. I'm all good.
He nods to you and kind of calls in he calls in Dave as he slips in, and you walk out. So now we're gonna come back to you because that's just one thing that happened in your week. We're gonna jump to the three of you. Starting with how do we? You know what? First come, first serve here. Who wants to go first and say how they spent their first week?
I volunteer Raina.
Looks like camera.
I also volunteer Anna.
Hi, it's me, Arena. Pleasure to meet you. So, during this week, Reina is spending some time to get to know her two new best friends in the whole wide world, Liga and that other one. There is, Liga is, from what she can tell, a bit like herself. There's kind of a kindred feeling of this place sucks. And this Eurus fella seems really easy to torment, so, we torment Eurus. We take the hat often. It's funny. We play. What is it? Is it keep away? We play keep away with Eurus's hat, I imagine.
Well, yours doesn't like run after it, which like slowly goes like it's like back. If Seb's like, alright, we'll come back later to do it, Oscar. Right?
We test to see how the shadow on their face works, so we get Levi to make us a pie to throw in Eurus's face to see how that works.
Underneath the
What
pie
attitude
is the
in
shadow.
general.
Would you say a food fight breaks out over this, or is this just like an isolated
Oh,
throw pie in
easily.
face?
Oh,
Um,
easily
This is a
food fight.
moment.
When you
During
cause
the first fight, Eurus just stands still and just slowly gets covered by random debris.
I think like Liga and Reyna are like the most competitive rivals about this fight, and Eurus just crouched in the corner crying.
No, Eurus is not like that. Eurus is just standing there, just so unenthused.
Just like,
Dang,
What the fuck is
Covered
happening?
in food.
you'll
Yeah.
you'll
No
note
strays.
you'll note that from the food fight, you don't get the typical reaction of people coming in to try to stop it as it's happening. Would any of you get like into physical fighting, you think, or does it just remain a funny food fight?
Ligar 100% gets into physical fighting.
As soon as physical fighting occurs, Levi reacts. He shoots out like a hand from like the smog and will grab you and just like take you out of the cafeteria. The arm will stretch all the way from the cafeteria
Oh my God.
into your room, slam your door, and you'll find yourself unable to open it until a therapist comes and gets you. Would it be Ace? I'm asking you, Ace. Would it be Ace that comes and gets Ligar after that?
Probably, yeah.
I'm really tickled by someone saying a therapist, and the local bot goes, "That's me."
I need to. I might just like mute him because he just keeps playing ads and it's annoying the shit out of me. If he does it
Oh,
again,
so
I'm
you
killing
can
him.
download music and play it through the.
That's
Bitch.
preparedness
Anyways.
beyond zombie.
Yeah, for next stream. But yeah, the Ace has to come get you and pull you out because Levi got mad at you. That's what you're told. Also, if you told them, Ace. If not told by Ace, you definitely hear rumors spread that Levi got mad at you. And
I think Ace does so. Like, Levi got mad at you. Stop punching people, or else it will happen again.
You'll note that Levi did not give a fuck about the food fight until it got physical. But yeah, continue with what you were saying.
I think, obviously, there will be some moments where if of the three of us, one wants to break off and do something secretive, they'll have that opportunity. But I imagine Reyna is the type to not want to let them both out of her sight, so is always at least within proximity of both of them. Obviously, things are allowed to slip under her radar if people want to go off and do secret things, but she's made an effort to not let them get away with too much without them noticing.
So you'd say you're kind of attached to these two a bit, as you kind of formed like a, well, probably friendship with Ligar, friendship with Eurus. Would you have paid attention to anybody else maybe during this week, or did you kind of stick to this group?
She probably would have asked folks around the place, people coming and going, just kind of questions about oh, so you think this place is real? I think it's cute that you don't question it. You're working for a machine.
Every fucking person thinks you're crazy if you ask them that. Every single one of them is like, what? Huh?
She definitely has at one point probably found a guard off on their own that she's tried to how would I put this? Mug.
You tried to mug one of the guards?
Yeah, just to see if she can get anything that she's not meant to have.
So,
'Cause, I mean, physically
okay,
she's strong,
alright,
so she probably
we
tried
gotta,
to, steal something.
we gotta play this out now. How do you mug this guard? This is let's say the guard you encounter, he's in the room block. Sometimes they get posted there in nighttime hours. You're told when those are. You're not forced to go to sleep, but they're hours where people get tired occasionally if they're not nocturnal. Let's say this guard's a big leonine dude, an anthropomorphic lion basically. He's 6 foot, buff, typical guard type.
6 foot plus in this fucking place.
Well, fucking excuse me, he's a guard.
Short queen.
Yeah, man. This like 2-foot little dude is a guard that has to like handle multiple prisoners. Like, okay.
So, I mean,
Anyways,
this is probably sometime late at night. If he's kind of just stood outside, learning.
he'd be like, here. Let me get like a little token. He would be like right here, kind of guarding the door. Because in nighttime hours, the only restriction is you're not allowed to go to the cafeteria.
So, Reyna leaves Liga to sleep. Probably walks over to the guard in the late at night, just like, so, nice night we're having, huh?
Kind of looks down at you and like kind of has this professionalism about him as he like looks down at you and just kind of continues to observe the room. He acknowledges you're there, doesn't respond.
You're just like that silly wolf bear thing we have around here. I don't know.
He gives you like he raises his eyebrow at you, but continues his observation.
You're awful quiet. You got nothing you want to say?
I don't have to talk to you.
But you can if you want to. It's a good start, buddy.
I don't want to.
Well, then why are you talking to me now?
To make you go away.
I mean, why would I have to go away? Do you not want me here?
He continues ignoring you from here.
What, do you think I'm some big scary monster that's gonna hurt you? No, I just want to talk. Jeez.
Even if you were, you aren't here.
Well, that's just the thing. People keep labeling us as all villains, and we don't seem that bad to me.
Well, you were. Look, I don't control who gets sent here, so don't give me that. And hear you spout
no,
that
you're
all
just
week.
Doing your job with thoughts for yourself.
What?
So what is it exactly you, like, do other than just guard us? Do you have, like, a life outside of this?
Yeah. I go home to my husband and our kids, and we have a life.
What's it like outside of here?
I'm not allowed to tell you that.
Of course you're not allowed to tell us that.
Because it
Not
may
about
give you
anything
culture
here.
shock.
Well, what, do you think being stuck in fucking space jail isn't already enough culture shock as it is?
No, but learning you might have been here for longer than you think you have might, you know. Some people have been here a while because they're immortal. And when they hear I have a husband, sometimes they go nuts.
What, do you think you being gay is gonna be a problem for me?
Maybe not you, but that was just an example.
Looks to the other two sleeping. I don't think it's gonna be a problem for them.
You realize there's more than those two other people here, right?
Yeah, but the other ones aren't worth talking to. They're not fun.
You aren't worth talking to.
Well, that's hella rude.
You're being rude too. Leave me alone. I have to make sure people don't do anything. And he like looks over. You see he locks his eyes on Sorsen's room for a second before like looking around the rest of the room.
Does this guy have any, like, obvious, like, tools or weapons on them?
Yeah, he's got like in a holster on his side, kind of like a baton. He's got like a baton, but you can't see much of anything else that he really has. Other than, he's got this like blue uniform on with like kind of a black vest over it. Think the Half-Life security guards without the ugly ass helmet.
Reyna is going to try, wrangle this baton off of this guard. Just, like, grab it suddenly.
Alright. So you're not, like, trying to sneakily grab it, you're just trying to go for it?
Nah, she's gonna try brute force it.
Brute force? Okay, so are you just trying to yoink it, or... Brute force was kind of different. Okay. We'll call that an athletics check.
Sweet. That is a 19.
You quickly reach in and yank this baton out, and you see the guard kind of unfazedly. He immediately notices as you grab the baton, and he just like locks eyes with you, not saying a word. You find as you hold the baton, you remember Shirley being a lot physically stronger than this, but this baton feels almost like not an object too heavy to carry, but an object which's weight is considerable enough to be noticeable, right? Like you're holding an iron pipe. It's not too heavy, you can't hold it, but you feel it's got like a lot of weight to it. I'm fucking muting this bot, I don't care. Anyways,
It's got a lot
continue.
of weight. That means it will hit harder. I want to try swing this thing into this guy's head.
Roll to hit with disadvantage.
Can I roll to hit with neutral because I have such high strength?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn.
shit.
Uh-oh.
That's a natural 20.
Roll a d6.
That's
Times
so
2.
awesome. I love it when my patients are evil.
I'm using one of my fucking Elestral's dice. I thought the elemental symbol was 20, but no. Actually, I thought it was a 1, but now it's a 20.
Yeah.
Is it just like 2d6 roll?
Yeah, and then divide it by 2 for me.
Okay, so that's 4 damage.
4. You see as you swing on him, kind of like it connects with his head a bit, but you feel as it kind of bounces back from, you see the pin on his chest kind of glow for a moment. His immediate next reaction is to reach out, and he's like, actually, I should roll for this. I need you to, what would this be? Dex save for me. Not death. I didn't say death. Calm down.
death save!
Death save!
Death save! Holy
That's
shit,
the
Sherlock
shit.
has a death save.
That's crazy.
Where
Dex
we-
save. Dexterity.
Villains, that's a 16.
It's not enough. He reaches out very fast as soon
no.
as soon as you're reeling from the hit, and practically grips you by the neck with one hand, bringing the other hand around, pulls you up. How tall is Reyna actually? Would he even need to do that?
5, 10, 5.
He pulls you up and just begins to say, I'm allowed to kill you. Drop the baton.
You're really no fun, are you?
He grips
He, like,
tighter.
drops the thing.
As soon as you say that, he grips tighter. Make me another dex save.
9.
He chucks you like a good 10 feet across the room, like both hands, like basically sliding your body across the floor. Like, well, what's that fucking sport old people play in like cartoons or whatever, where they like shuffle a little peg? You slide across the
Shuffleboard?
floor. Yeah, it's literally called that. Okay. You like roll across the floor as he slams you down, and you dunk, 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 dunk. Let me get my bot here because I don't have my dice. I lost them forever. I got an idea. Anyways. You take 7 blunt damage as you go across the floor. You see some people kind of poke their heads out, and you see him pick up the baton and put it back into his holster, and then he just like stares at you until you get up and leave, if you do.
She's gonna probably spit out a bit of blood and just be like, you weren't winning if it was a fair fight.
He doesn't say anything to you if you try to egg him on.
No, she's tail between her legs walking back off to her room. You win this round, oppression.
Depression or oppression?
Oppression.
Okay, I was gonna say.
He doesn't have depression yet. Wait for the character up.
Of course.
Naturally.
With that, is that how you spend your week? hanging out with friends, trying to mug someone and failing horribly?
If it helps, we successfully mugged Eurus of his hat, so by
Yeah.
positive ratios.
At least one successful mugging this week.
Do you want therapy after that, or?
Yeah, sure. I'll have a therapy session about how your god attacked me, and I'll miss out important context to make me look like the victim.
Wow. Okay. Anyhow, that's
The narcissism ever.
that's where you that's where you want to end your week.
I mean, I would actually have that therapy session if you wanted to do that.
Well, if you were to do that, you'd have to schedule it because it wouldn't be open hours. What, like I would say this probably guard
Schedule
mugging.
it next day.
Okay, girl, I love your enthusiasm. We don't have time for that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We'll have a text RP later. Okay.
Yeah, we'll text up the DMs queue.
Yeah, you got it.
We'll say this mugging happens like at the end of the week. So then you've scheduled it for the next week.
If you want to call that a mugging, I would call that an embarrassment.
The embarrassment then. Ligar and Eurus. Or I guess do you all have anything separate, or I should pick a person.
Multiple.
All right, who wants to go first
let-
then with what they did this
Go
week?
first, though.
Okay, that's fair. I'm pretty boring. Ligar's not really gonna do anything. She's just gonna, like, indulge and spend the entire week trying to, like, be as obnoxious and use the most, like, resources as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
Basically just to try to get people to be like, okay, you need to get out of here because you're, like, actively losing us money or something.
Do you attempt to like get things for your room, perchance?
Just steal things.
Yes?
Do you?
Yes.
I guess I should be more specific. Do you ask for like items of furniture in your room from any of the staff?
Yes. So basically, anytime she gets an idea about literally anything she could add to her room or ask for, she asks for it. So, several TVs. She
sorry.
asked for an entire tree. She asked for several plants, books, like increasingly like what's the word?
Expensive
Inane.
things.
Expensive and also like hard to find. So like tome, like a grimoire specifically from like a wizard that died in like a fucking the ancient ages of her world or some shit.
So
Just a bunch of like the most weird stuff possible.
I hate to shut you down a little
no.
bit, because that's really funny. But the first time you ask for anything in your room, like probably you start out small with like a furniture item, right? You're told that underneath the desk that comes in your room, everybody's room kind of starts out as, a very basic but comfortable bed, a desk with a little lamp on it, and some like a bit of parchment and a ink and quill in order to write whatever you desire or draw, whatever is up to you. You're told that under your desk is a little button that you can hit to make your room a little bigger. There's a limit of about 20 feet by 20 feet. You can make your room bigger. You can make it the size it is. You can add whatever you like. You're just not able to add any kind of magical item or item that could hurt people. Like you can't make a kitchen with knives. That's one thing. They say like you can make a kitchen, but you're not going to make any food. That's real. You can interact with everything, of course. Like if you conjured a certain book you wanted to read that wasn't like a spell book, it would make it in your room and then you could pull it out and read it. You're told all of this by maybe Ace?
Yeah.
Probably Ace.
Information man.
Who tells you
man.
who
I
tells
work
you exactly. He tells you, kind of that you can conjure up whatever you like. It just can't be like knives or whatever, and that nothing can leave your room if you've made it in your room. And if you ask for anything like a grimoire or spell book from the staff, most of the time you'll get a polite no, but if you keep asking, they'll be like, fuck you. No, shut up. Like
Okay,
verbatim.
okay.
Build the coloring pages.
in that case, she's immediately gonna spam that button the second she gets access to it, and just fuck with the size of her room day and night, just back and forth.
That's
Just like
awesome.
constantly
once she
making
gets-
changes.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then as soon as she gets bored of that, because obviously it doesn't get the reaction of like people being pissed at her.
Yeah, no one
doing?
really
Yeah.
minds you doing that.
Yeah, so
Hi. Doesn't get a response, leaves.
she's just gonna start asking for like trees, like various like extinct species of trees. Is that doable?
If you ask that of anyone, they'll tell you you can put it in your room. That's kind of the default response you get for anything
Amazing.
silly like that.
So, question. Two questions actually.
Mm-hmm.
Are living things allowed other than plants?
They tell you can make them, but you would have to control them, and they can't like cast any spell. You could make a dog, but the dog would be like if you told the dog to sit, it would sit and then sit there until you told it to do something else.
Perfect. She's gonna just spawn in like an entire pack of foxes.
Fucking, I'm just imagining like someone in like a little room spamming a fucking fox spawn egg like in Minecraft, right clicking the
Yes,
adult
that's
foxes,
exactly
and it's
it.
full of like babies.
That's exactly what it is.
It's
She just-
it's giving like POV. I've just stumbled into a genie.
Just enjoy her isekai dreams, dog. Let her live.
Yeah, you can
Or
summon
die, I guess.
you can summon
Maybe
these
they'll be more
foxes.
receptive to therapy.
They kind of move idly if you tell them to. Like you have to command their every move basically. But yeah, you spawn these foxes in, and no one really minds. You know, some people walk by and go like, haha, cool. But otherwise, you know, nobody. Like if you open your door and they see the foxes behind you as you leave, they're like, haha, that's neat, and they like walk on.
Awesome.
That's amazing. I want to say over the course of the week, she ends up like, instead of doing it just to piss people off, she actually starts to enjoy it a little bit, and she basically turns her room into like rainforest inspired throne room.
Ooh.
Just like the bed is basically just like a huge throne type shape, and like, you know, there's music playing. Is a waterfall doable?
A waterfall's doable. You can't drink the
so-
water, but it's doable.
No, that's not.
And it's very short because again, the room's only 20 feet high. Well, only, but that's still decent height.
20 feet is crazy.
Yeah,
for
so
a-
basically it just becomes a rainforest in there. There's birds, there's like a waterfall, there's trees, you know,
Rainforest
the whole
Cafe.
package. Rainforest Cafe, but it's
Whoa.
Liger's room.
There aren't any screaming electronic apes.
No screaming electronic
thunder.
apes, unfortunately.
Or weird tree lady.
I've never been to a rainforest cafe.
Shout
You
out to
know
Tricky
what?
the
You know
Tree.
what? For fun and just like sort of out of character, she's gonna spawn in the titty bird from the last No, the boob tree from the last unicorn.
The boob
That's
tree.
awesome.
The boob tree.
I'm gonna look this up later.
Yes, please look it up. You should show the chat as well.
No, I'm not trying to get banned for the boob tree.
Chat, look it up. Boob tree, last unicorn.
Oh my god. Other
What
than
is this?
other than the antics you get up to in your room, right? Anything else you do during the week?
No, literally nothing. She just that's just. She
Other
just holds herself in there.
other than of course, you know, the antics with that Reina mentioned, like with messing with Eurus, I imagine, is
Oh,
the only
yeah.
other thing.
Yeah, literally the only time she comes out of her room is to eat and hang out with Reina, and or beat up Eurus emotionally.
Beat up? Okay.
That's so
Emotionally.
mean.
I was gonna say. Just fucking beats up. Like, what the fuck?
It's so funny.
That's so mean. Anyways, yeah, all right. Sounds like you had a good week. Eurus, your turn. Other than, you know, getting messed with by the other two of them, how's it going this week? What are you doing?
The week is pretty simple. They're gonna start, not a gang, but they're going to start trying to rally them people under them. like going around, helping them out, being nice to them, being very kind, putting on the nicest face they can, offering them help, offering them support, getting them things if they really need, kind of like trading around and everything, but essentially trying to get everyone to see Eurus as like a really
Dependable.
as someone they can rely on, kind of thing.
All right.
It's
go
from the
on.
nature of being an archfey. They want to make basically they can't do deals because they forgot about that, but they want to basically become like a leader kind of thing.
Well, they to be clear, they didn't forget they can do deals. They just forget how to specifically do them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Maybe
just
maybe stuff like, you take good books from the rec room, because those ones can't just be like replenished, and they're also books that people might not know of, so they can't
or
replicate them.
If
And
someone wants an item, going over to someone else who wants a different item, trading that for a different item to work the way up and get everyone their
and
items
get
forward.
everyone happy. All right.
Yeah.
As you do this, you kind of notice. You mentioned a gang. There's almost
I'm
kind
not
of.
trying to make. In fact, said it's not a gang.
I'm using it as a metaphor. Here. Kind of your group of people who, begin to like you. There's the orc man I mentioned from earlier. A couple of... you meet one person...
I will bring in the guards for it as well. As in, I will try and butter up the guards.
The guards, kind of don't really care about any attempt to, butter you up. They either, at most, you'll get a nice conversation out of them. They'll be nicer than they were to Reyna to you. But, other people will definitely, stick up for you. As you kind of are, buttering everybody up, getting on their good side, you'll kind of notice, as you get more socially involved with people, you meet Gary. He's they call him an ash elemental. He kind of lives in this little bottle with robot legs on it. He tells you he's a very scary fire elemental, and they don't let him touch any real fire because then he regains his full form, and he's very scary. He promises you that. They called him Scary Gary back home. You meet a lot of other people, around. You meet the orc man who you saw coming in initially, and he states he was a big time warlord, and that he was promised he'd get out soon. He thinks he's made some great progress. You meet a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Some people here are afflicted by curses that cause them to go into fits of rage. And, they have some kind of power that occurs to them when they go in this curse, and they want to be rid of it, and that's what the ERA is trying to help them with. You learn a lot of reasons why people are here. Some people here are just pretty shit, and they suck. One of your, someone you meet, this orange tabaxi, not the one you met in the video. No. You do see Sorsen, and we'll get to him in a second. This kind of orange for tabaxi named Dagoda, who tells you, I just robbed people. I don't actually regret any of it. I had to do it. I just had to. You got nothing more of them out of that. Maybe you buttered this person up or tried to.
I think.
Go on.
Hearing that, I feel like Bureau's if someone needs a very specific thing, we'll get him to go steal it. For example, if they really need something from someone else, they'll go get that guy to go steal it from someone else to get it, kind of thing.
If you offer him something. If you offer him something, he'll do this for you. But you notice after a certain point, he kind of shuts off. You notice it with a couple of other people too. They kind of shut themselves off and kind of all hang around this bald tabaxi, this kind of sphinx cat tabaxi named Sorsen. They were, you heard their name. You've maybe heard their name. They're kind of a hot topic that... Don't think of the store. Shut up. They're kind of...
Butter up Sorsen.
Wait, I love that.
Can I rizz up Sorsen?
No. Anyways,
Not raise up, but just
Yes.
like butter him up. Get him
if you try, he will like he'll give you very ominous statements like, "Sorry, club's full, can't take anymore." And kind of keep to his little group. Someone who you also tried to meet, tried to talk with more, Nagi. He kind of sticks with him. There's kind of this group that forms around them, and they seem very shut off from everybody else. It's a bit jarring as you go throughout the week. This kind of like occurs near the end of the week, where they all kind of group together near the end of the week.
Can I try get some people that are like butted up by me to basically be spies to join Sorcen's gang? I want to set up like an intelligence network from my room.
Any of them that try are told off. Like after both Dagoda and Nagi kind of get close with Sorcen and they shut themselves off, a few others start to do it too in an attempt. You could tell it's kind of in an attempt to get on his good side, but only Nagi and Dagoda seem to be the two who like he sticks with constantly and are probably like actually friends. Anyone else can't give you any, either is like pushed off, right, and like brushed off and ignored, or they can't give you anything that's like that out of the ordinary. Like they gave you Sorcen's favorite food once, which he says he can't get in the cafeteria, but is the souls of the innocent. They also told you they don't know if he meant that literally or figuratively. They were very confused and a little nervous when telling you that. But otherwise, he just kind of shuts himself off. It's something a lot of people notice, too. And when Sorcen... You even hear Sorcen get asked about it by one of the therapists in his room, and he just says, "I made good friends. Is that not something you'd want me to do here? I don't understand what you're so averse to this to." And the therapist kind of shrug this off and walk off, leave him to his devices. Oh, go on.
What's the majority?
What do
Is
you...
the majority under me or under Sorcen?
Under you, definitely.
Okay. That's good.
Most
off of the week, I'm setting up an information network.
most people at the very least are acquainted with you. You have quite a few people who I think I would say like you, and then a lot of other people who aren't upset about owing you a favor, if that makes sense. You did something nice for them, they want to give back. Some people, the rest just are neutral towards you. They don't really care one way or the other.
I like to think it's like fucking like while like Reyna and Lygard like fucking tormenting Eurus, he'll just like stop for a second, just 1 sec, like talk to someone, listen in, and then be like nod, and they like run off, whatever.
Like a mafia goon coming up to you and like, boss, I got something to tell you.
You're just making a prison mafia.
Incredible.
Believe me, right? I'll be honest. I went into this not knowing we had other people. I thought it was just us three.
No.
So, probably should be dumb.
No, it's okay.
Reyna is 100% trying to impede the progress of this mafia building. It doesn't work well. I'll make it clear, but like, she does not like the idea of an individual forming a big power vacuum in here.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not her.
Looks at camera. Going, yeah, I wonder where that's from.
Reyna, I mean, probably the going around telling everybody that you think they're cogs in the machine and that they don't have brains and they need to get rid of the woke mind virus is probably not the best way to get people to like you.
Everyone else. Turns out everyone else is also just a sheeple for years as well.
Yeah.
Reyna going around telling everyone, you have to get rid of the woke mind virus. You need to get out of the Matrix. The ERA.
In this place dumb as rocks except me, Lyda, yours, and Ace.
I sure hope my patients are doing well.
Your patient is doing very well. They do not talk to you, but they have a lot of information now.
They have a lot of friends. Wow.
I'll be honest. It'll probably get brought up in therapy at some point.
It will.
The thing is, it's like nothing that Eurus is doing is wrong.
It's wrong.
They're making friends, being nice. They're being very good.
They just
All
that is a
have
big
good
thing.
Is
friends.
that his patient doesn't talk to him and he's sad.
They don't fight back. They don't retaliate to anything. They do it very calmly.
They're very polite.
They're like the perfect prisoner, which is honestly
Right
terrifying to probably him.
Rena is not comforted by, look at me getting, like, favors out of everyone. It's not a comforting thing to know.
No.
I just work here.
Other than that, is that
Kiwi, I'm
Oh, God.
convinced you made this character just so you could say, I just work here.
I knew Kiwi was
No.
going to say it at least once. I knew it was gonna happen.
I think it's being said at
It
least
is.
once every minute of every session.
I think it's very good.
Alright.
I think it's very funny for
No,
this session.
Kiwi, don't apologize. I love it.
It's great. You're doing great,
So
by the
you.
way. So
Very big.
other than that, Eurus, anything else happen in your week other than starting the information mafia?
Getting tormented,
Of course, getting tormented by those two.
Naturally.
which honestly Eurus uses as a way to kind of deflect any, like, people can think, oh, you're evil. It's like, I'm being tormented.
They're
I'm not doing
They're
anything.
bullying me. They're bullying me. Sorry, Albert
Yours
Flamingo
answers
infested my
to
head.
Rena and Liga.
Legendary action.
What do you mean legendary action?
They just appear to torment them.
Mhm.
No, we're using your information right now. We're collecting it.
Eurus will share it if needed. Like, if Liger and Reyna ask for something, Eurus will use it to get them.
We'll ask really nicely.
Don't mind what I'm doing. But yeah, so that's how your week goes.
Yep, basically.
All right. Well, after your week goes by, you know, it's been a while since you've been in the ERA. You know, I'm sure you all have some very different feelings. However, after the first week goes by, we'll say you got here on a probably like a whatever the in-universe equivalent of a Sunday is, and you all learn that
It's just Sunday.
I don't know. Sure, my days of the week go that way in this universe. Anyways, yeah, you get there on a Sunday, but then you learn about something that occurs every Saturday. You get this notice, it kind of like fabricates itself on your door 10 minutes before it
Like a
happens.
fax.
Like a fax, yeah, but it like kind of magically appears in your door and like kind of pops out with the
Nice.
kind of like.
You're saying Ace doesn't come around knocking people's doors like, hello, I have a thing for you to read.
No,
No.
that's not part of his job.
Yeah,
So,
that's other people's jobs.
he just works here. He's just.
but you
whatever.
see-
he doesn't have anything to do with anything else.
you see as you pick this up, you see it's a little notice. It's very simple, and it says group therapy mandatory, big letters in parentheses. In 10 minutes, you will be kicked out and locked out of your room if you are not out of it in 10 minutes. Please exit now if you wouldn't like to get kicked out. What are your all reactions to that? And you kind of hear as you read this, you hear kind of a click of some kind of device, and this is my excuse to play it again. Wait for it. There it is. You know, you hear some nice relaxed music coming from outside. It's a little more muffled, but you hear that coming from outside as you see this kind of notice appear on your door.
I'm not gonna lie, I heard the music come in and the first thing my brain went to was, Stanley found a note in his door. They told him to leave his room or he will be kicked out.
That's crazy. Anyways.
Rand's just gonna step outside her room and wait for these two clowns to leave.
I'll just step out the side of the room, stand there politely.
Liger's just gonna read the notice, scoff, and then lock herself back in her room.
Alright, you all see quite a few other people, the two of you who did leave, see quite a few other people begin to file out of their rooms. You know, some of them immediately go over, here, I'm gonna start setting up like little things here. Some of them immediately begin to go over to the ring of chairs you saw earlier. And you see there's not Ace isn't sitting there, but Ace, if you want to bring yourself, Ace is like standing.
Yeah, he's in there. He
Yeah,
gives
he-
a little wave to the three of you. He's just like, hey,
Yeah, he's
The
not.
two of us, Leg is still inside.
the two of you, yeah.
He's still sitting in the chair. Imagine this isn't like as big as it's made out to be. This is just, you know what? Actually, let's bring him over here. Let's bring him over here. Everybody, come to this very normal
Let's
blue
move to the
room.
shiny stage.
Over here to this very normal
Like,
blue
she's gonna
room.
get kicked out.
We're
That's
gonna.
true.
I need to get rid of this. Why is there no grid here, dude? What? Where is the grid? Are you fucking kidding me? That's annoying. Why is there no... Can I, like, give it a solid background? So the grid will show up? That's really fucking annoying. How do I... Okay.
Nope.
Never mind, everyone. Back to the other room. We're just gonna...
Well, I mean, we are all 555, or we are all we are all in grid formation, so we just kind of there we go.
You know what? It'll work. It'll work. We'll make it work out. You see, is kind of everybody is lining up around this area. You'd be like, great. Get the fucking burger out of here.
Get those brownies out of the.
God damn it! Now I'm thinking of it. You see, as you all kind of hold on. Let me make this correct. You see, many people are kind of gathering around here, as if though this is a pretty normal activity. You see, Eurus. You'll notice Sorsen. Here, I'm gonna mark them specifically since they are named. You see Sorsen, Nagi, and Dagoda all sitting on one side. You see Gary up over here. You see Gary up at the top with his little robot legs. He's looking very intently at the fireplace. Please stop moving them. Stop, seriously. You see kind of as they're all sitting in this this ring, this half circle around the main therapist who's sitting there. It's Dave from before. Ace, you remember Dave? You saw him. Dave is here. He's with everybody else. Eurus, you gotta take a seat.
I didn't move my thing at all.
Oh,
What?
okay, my bad.
I
You're
haven't moving to anything.
you're over to the left of the.
No, I'm here, but I'm saying I didn't move myself around.
Oh, okay. My bad. Everyone's kind of gathered in a half circle around the area. You see Dave kind of put his hands together as like people begin to sit. He's like, "All right, dudes, we got a few minutes for everybody's out here. We're gonna wait for them to kick them out, and they still don't want to join us. Well, not much we can do about it there, but they will be, locked out of their rooms. So at the very least, they'll have to hear. We'll be starting soon. Feel free to talk with anybody around you. We'll let you know when we're getting ready to start." And he kind of, just looks around. Me and Ace will be up here if you got anything you want to ask before we get going. Nothing too
open
lengthy.
to any questions that you need.
Yeah. So, we're here. We're just gonna wait for the kick out to happen and see if anybody wants to join us. Maybe they didn't see the notice, so they're sleeping. We get it. Well, if they're sleeping, they won't get kicked out. But that's if they're actually sleeping. He laughs a bit as he says this. Let me actually reflect the size a bit more. You guys are more in the upper half. The rooms would kind of be back.
Eurus.
What?
How's your crime ring going?
Just a circle of friends. Don't worry about it, partner.
Yeah,
Pretty well.
sure. I'm gonna believe that with the context we have of why we're here in the first place.
Yours obviously side eyes the government, the police, Ace and the other worker. My friend ring is going perfectly fine.
Waves.
She's whispering.
Yeah, but yours doesn't know if they have some magical thing listening into what they're saying, so is very quiet about a lot of things.
You got a plan with this whole thing, or are you just lonely?
Just making some friends that could possibly help me out later. Wink. Wink.
You reek of Archfey.
Chuckles slightly and turns back.
Where's she ended up? Why is she not here yet?
As you say that, as if on cue, you hear it loud as it kind of rings throughout the room. Ligar, you find yourself kind of pushed by the same shadow hand that got very angry at you previously. Kind of pushes you all the way down, very gently, like kind of cups you instead of the grab you got last time. He kind of like takes you down from your throne, I imagine you're sitting on, and places you right outside your door. You see your door kind of shuts behind you and you hear a click. And then you see a kind of a notice, like kind of like how it appeared on the back of your door, kind of fabricate on a zzz. Will open when group therapy's over.
I'll just stare at a deadpan like, are you fucking kidding me? Turn around, look at everyone, turn back, turn around again, and then reluctantly just walk over to Reyna.
Someone didn't get the memo.
Here, sorry.
Sorry, who was speaking?
Reyna.
Sorry. Liger's just gonna like whack her in the back of the head. Like, not to do damage or anything, which is like a fuck you.
Smack.
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 Is that allowed? Yeah.
What?
I mean,
It's
It's not to cause damage, it's just fun.
it's
Yeah, no, I know.
Dave kind of like looks at you like, dude, yeah, it's just a playful song. I mean, come on, we can't feel that over bag.
Oh, yeah, just making sure.
Okay. Alright, don't go crazy on me. He kind of like turns and like chuckles a bit, and he kind of turns. He sees like you see some other people like kind of go pick up a book as if this is usual for them to skip their little thing. Here, I'll put them like over here. Kind of the area. So like, kind of this area I've illustrated here is the rec room. This is the half circle of chairs you saw previously, and then kind of down here is the rec room. Over here is where the rooms would be. They're flat against the wall. They don't curve around the side of the wall like in the thingamabob in the prison. And I'm also going to illustrate the second floor above it. We're gonna mark that as red, actually, because that will better differentiate where the floors is. So the red here is where the wall and doors leading into those rooms are. So what's a good way I could represent some stairs? Triangle go
This is someone who's clearly never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
up the stair. There's a stair here where this triangle is, and then there's another set of I don't want to fucking do that. Anyways, there's another set of stairs like right here, which I'm gonna turn. So there's like two separate staircases that kind of both go up in opposite directions right there. That's they're in the directions. So if you're say like this is you, if you're here, this is door to room. If you go up here and you're back here, this is railing. Door, railing. Does that make sense?
Aye, dungeon master.
We'll figure it out as we
Yes,
go.
Dad.
Okay, what? Anyways, here, I'm gonna make it a little less confusing by doing this. That is what? What did I just... Okay. Doing this. There we go.
I'll say.
Anyhow, as you all sit with Dave, you know, he kind of like puts his hands together as he sees the other is kind of go spread throughout the rec room. All right, welcome. As some of you might have read, some of you already know, this is Group Therapy Saturdays. We know some of you don't want to do one-on-one sessions. I'll be completely honest with you. This is mandatory, and may be awkward, maybe not work for everybody. Well, that's why we have our one-on-one sessions. We can't exactly redeem you if you don't talk to us or do anything with us, and those three over there don't really prefer group therapy, but I'm glad some of you sat down with us today. It's good to see, Sorsen here. We haven't seen him here in a while. Sorsen just kind of, like, gives him a little, kind of, like, nasty expression as he, says that to him, which Dave ignores. It's good to see you all here today, though. We have these every Saturday. They're meant to, be a good time that we can all get together and talk about things. Maybe you can meet some new friends while you're here. This is normally where we'd celebrate any graduations, where people are going home in the next week. That's not anybody this week, unfortunately, but that could be one of you. In 1 week, 1 day, if you work hard at it, while you're in here. He kind of, like, brushes his hair to the side. Anyhow, we usually, start these things by going around and saying our names and everything. But I know we've got some newbies here, so I want to introduce them to something we normally do. To ice-break new people, and he kind of, like, turns and points to Eurus. If we could start with you here and go down the line, you just say your name, one cool thing about yourself, then we'll get to Sorsen here and really get started. How's that sound? Staring right at you, Eurus.
Stares right back.
Yours isn't too much of a talkative one to us, at least.
Well,
I just
I
tip
don't
my
know
hat
if
slightly.
Well, that's okay. At least you're here listening. Maybe you'll feel inspired to talk as we go on. He then looks to Reyna. I suppose you, then. And he, like, kind of motions to you. Do you like to start us off, then? Say your name, one cool thing about yourself.
Well, I suppose. Howdy, folks. Name's Reyna. I don't need to say a cool thing about me, and she just extends her, like, crystal arm out, just like, I feel like this speaks for itself.
I have to admit, it is pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely don't have one of those myself. If you wouldn't mind me asking, just out of curiosity, how'd you end up with that?
You will remain curious for the rest of your days.
All
Just
right.
as, like, like the people who, like curl their fingers to kind of, like, check their nails. She's doing that, but with the big crystals.
All right, well, if you feel the want to share the story, and sure it's a good one, we'd be happy to hear it here. And he goes to Ligar. What about you? Would you like to say something about yourself?
She just stares at him, crosses her arms, and then raises one to flip him a finger.
He looks to Ace for a second. Do you have any idea what that means? I don't.
It's a pretty rude gesture.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Normally we get, like, where I come from, we just give people, like, a thumbs down. It's just like a boo. You know, just kind of do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Liger looks physically pained by this. It's like someone just fucking stabbed her. She's like almost gagging.
I'm gonna be honest, Ace doesn't look the most happy about this either. Okay.
Can we hear Dave say this to Ace?
Roll me perception to see if you can, because he is whispering it to Ace. But Ace,
Okay,
are you responding at normal tone?
A little bit lower than normal.
Okay.
18.
That 18.
Hey, I only have +2 though. So I got like
Ligar?
0 +2.
I got +2.
Good question. Fuck, what is that? 10.
Yeah, all of those pass. So it's not very hot.
Oh,
He's
yay.
not trying to hide it very well. Yeah, you hear what he said.
Yeah, Liger is just looking like she's about to throw up.
Reyna is going to be the only nice one here and explain this symbol to Dave.
Mhm.
Because it means fuck off, dipshit.
Oh, okay. It's just cultural thing for me, man.
Pat.
You know.
She
Patting
gives a
him on the
high
back.
five to Reyna.
Well,
To Reyna. I'm Reyna. To Liga. There we go.
I'm glad you're making friends, at least, he kind of says sheepishly. Well, he kind of puts his hands together. Now that we got that out of the way, I suppose we'll introduce ourselves then to you. I'm Dave. I've been here for about... Ace, what was my last anniversary party we had? I don't remember.
I want to say like 15.
Yeah, I've been here around 15 years. You know, I'm an elf, small blip in my life, but I've loved every year of it. You know, it's been great, really helped people. I've seen a lot of people graduate. It's always good to see. You know, I really like doing these group sessions a lot. I'm sure you all have met Ace. I believe Ace was assigned to you three when you first got here, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it was just them.
Yeah, so you all have met Ace. Everybody, say hi to these three, and akin to a AA meeting, they go hi, and they all kind of wave, excluding Sorsen. They all go hi, and you hear
Hi,
guy.
your names.
Well, you hear everybody say the hi part, but then all of them go, and like kind of just like put their fingers down and don't
So-
really say anything else. What the fuck?
So everyone says hi, but Saucin.
Yeah.
Alright. Reyna's no, are we stood up? We sat? I don't know.
You're sat, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
sad.
so Reyna's gonna stand up and like slowly saunter behind Liga. I'm gonna stand.
Can you hold
behind
that thought
Saucin.
for 1 minute? One of my dickhead brothers let Ernie in here. I'm not mad at Ernie. Ernie's just going. Ernie.
Oh my
He won't
God.
say anything,
Ernie.
but he's here. He's not allowed to be in my room because he likes to eat wires, don't you?
Peter.
He loves to eat
what he
wires
was.
and
I love
wood
wires.
and plastic. So I gotta send him back downstairs. I'll be like, just a
making
second.
ro-
Just please hold that thought. Ah!
No worries. So,
Ace,
the weather.
Ace, will you
What?
take off the mask yet?
No, not really. I don't wanna.
You're bullshit and unfun.
It's okay. Question mark.
Anyway, I'm totally gonna get this Sorsen guy.
mind blink. You could.
You might have a death in your hands, partner.
Look, all I'm saying is everyone was really polite and went, hello. Sure, they don't know our names, but they put in the effort to say hello, except this entitled asshole. would think they're better than us.
He's looking you. So true.
You're
Sorry.
just like good side glancing at Saucin.
Where were we?
So, I am standing behind Sorsen at Mo, at current. Putting... they're like the stupid naked cat, right? They're not bald dude anymore, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she's gonna take her nice crystal claws and like almost like half pet the top of his head, half grab the top of his head, and be like, you know, the rest of us said hello. You're not exempt from that.
He turns his head very slowly, 360 degrees, to look at you. You hear like his bones just like as he like turns to look at you, and he just like pointedly asks. And Eurus, you recognize this is weird because you've never heard him talk like this. Please get your hands off me.
It's just one little hello, friend. You can manage that, surely.
Ace is kind of just like, oh.
Can I try figure out what the difference? Is it like, is he an illusion? Is he not here? is he trying to use a magic command? Is he trying to like do something arcane?
The change in his voice is what you're trying to
Yeah.
decipher? Yeah, roll perception for me.
Perception, okay. Six.
Best you can tell is this is a voice he's putting on to try to sound threatening.
She's gonna like bend down to his level a bit, try to be patronizing, just like, come
He's
on,
5'9".
buddy, you can say it.
Well, he's also sitting down.
And sitting down.
Yes,
Okay,
okay.
fair enough.
All you gotta say is, hello, Reina. It's that simple.
How old are you?
It's not the question, pal.
Grimaces slightly.
You answer mine, I'll do what you want.
Well, I'm certainly younger than you pile of wrinkles.
He looks you up and down. You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Early 70s?
Who, me?
Yes.
I wouldn't say so.
He
But
just...
then again, what exactly is age when everyone's got different species going on? Oh,
Yours
okay.
chuckles slightly at hearing early 70s.
Oh,
She's
man.
gonna move
Yeah.
her hand off his head and then pinch his cheek, shake it a little, like, come on, buddy, you just gotta say hello.
Hello.
Leaning back in her chair and just like grinning. She's enjoying it.
Hello. You're not enough to
Sarah.
entertain me.
So-
Leave me alone.
Guys, are we bullies? No, I'm joking.
I
Is-
think y'all might be bullied.
what sort of chair is he sat on? Is it like a little stool or?
Everybody's on a little stool, yeah.
Amazing.
Well, as she stands up and walks away, she's gonna like rock his stool with her tail, like almost like pull it out from under him.
Just like wiggle it a bit or like move it a bit.
You know, no, I'm gonna go the full mile. She's using her foot and whisking the stool out from under him.
Give me a
Like, knocking
moment.
it over.
Just
Come on, we can't be
just
doing
one
that.
moment. I'm gonna make a little save on his part for that, because it's not too hard to just yank it out from under him.
I have to realize I have to play a campaign with this guy as my BBEG. I'm getting revenge. This is Clover's therapy.
He kind of like, as you like begin to walk away, his bones like snap. Connected.
Oh,
What just
you're
happened?
back.
What the fuck?
look. Local bot died, as did your stream.
Oh my god. Okay, I think my
Stream's
stream's back.
back.
I don't know why it did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Disconnected again? Stop!
No.
It just said it gave me the disconnected notification twice. Reconnection successful. Okay, yay. Let me get him back in here. Sorry about that. You were missing your Stanley Parable music. I can't believe I let you do that. As I was saying, as his bones crack back in place, and you kick the stool out from under him, he's just hovering. Sat in place. You see, kind of as you do this, you kind of get a better look at his legs, which aren't there. There's kind of like just a wispy smoke coming out from underneath it, as he just kind of sits there with this tattered red robe on.
My first thought was beat him over the head with the chair.
You
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
You
That was my
see,
first thought.
you see as he kind of hovers there for a second, though, and then flops onto the floor as if, though, he wasn't hovering there. It was kind of like...
Wile E. Coyote.
It was kind of like instinctual, almost, you notice, as he kind of like hovered there for a second, and then fell on the floor. He just, like... doesn't care though, and just goes crisscross, and you see Dave go, just kind of like look at you, look at Sorsen, see that Sorsen isn't like that pissed about it, and is just like, all right,
Could be worse.
yeah.
Anyway, back to my feet now. I've done everything I wanted.
Okay. Dave's like a little flustered by this, a little nervous, and he looks to Ace for a second. And he's like, Sorsen, you're not normally here. I was just curious if we could start with you. Do you have something you want to say? And Sorsen stands up and puts his hands together and almost begins to make a speech. He kind of has that energy about him where he's putting his hands together and he begins to like motion with his hands, and he goes, "Dear denizens of the ERA, I am known for a lot of things. Breaking records, for one. I have the highest kill count here, probably. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Least amount of hair.
I have the..." Looks at you for a second. "I have quite a bit of magical prowess along the top of you, and I know one thing that the ERA don't." And you see Dave is kind of like panicking as soon as he says that, and he looks at you, Ace, and you see as he pulls out a scroll, unfurls it, and you see Dave go, "Oh, fuck," as Sorsen pulls it out, and the words on the page begin to scorch and light ablaze as behind him, just a few feet away, a portal opens. It's a very unstable portal. Very clearly something that someone's hacked together in a spell in a matter of like days, or maybe not days, but something someone's hacked together very sloppily for a portal spell. Right here, we're gonna that's a wrong circle. This one, I will say, Ace, you have no idea how he did this or how to deal with this situation, but this like unstable portal appears behind him as he like opens the scroll. It like fizzles away as he casts with it. "I will be breaking another record today, being the first person to ever escape from the ERA. Anyone who I've not actually given permission, don't try to follow me, you will regret it." And he begins to wave as he motions to both Nagi and Dagoda as they both just get up from their chairs and book it to the portal. You see as Dave turns to you, Ace, and immediately goes, "What the fuck do we do?" As the three of them just all it kind of makes that sound effect as they through the portal.
Question.
Hold on. If you'd give me just a moment to set the mood. I'm so sorry. I'll answer your question in but a moment. I just need a bit of mood music, if you don't mind. Yeah, I think this one. No, I don't want a fucking Hobby Lobby ad. Fuck off. I'm trying to set the mood.
That's an ad for Liga. Spruce up your room.
No, this isn't good. I think I need to use an Old Faithful.
Oh.
I like Kitty. He just left. Sorsen just left, though. You see as the three of them disappear through the portal. I'm just gonna move them to the side in case I need them later.
Can I interfere?
How would you like to interfere?
I kind of want to just grab Dagoda's arm as they like run past me and just trip them, or like not trip them, but like make them not go in.
Hold on to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll an athletics.
Because they were sitting next to each other.
Roll. No, Sorsen was sitting next to Ligar.
Oh.
Do you want to grab
Yeah,
Sorsen?
Well, this fool is now
no,
within
no,
like
no.
our range, so.
Yeah, I specifically because Dagoda basically ran directly next to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that. Let me roll me a athletics check. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll a dex save for Dagoda, and if they beat your number,
Oh man, don't fail me now.
Hmm.
Fuck off. That's a 5.
I'm so sorry. I rolled a nat
Oh, yeah,
20.
Oh great.
He doesn't even notice as you try to make a swipe for him as he slips right by you and through the portal.
May I try to interfere?
Go on. I'll say
I-
here. So we'll say like this is where they were initially when Ligar made the swipe. They're now here. I'll give you all a chance to do something.
Can I just try to join them?
Okay.
You
Okay.
I'll regret it,
me, you
but I'll-
whore.
Okay. Okay. I'm pausing here. If you want to join them, I need everybody to, this is the only time I'm going to require anything like this. The portal is staying open. Everybody is panicked. Dave doesn't know what to do and is asking Ace. Ace is distracted. There's no guards in the room because it's not nighttime hours. You're not sure if Levi is going to appear, and even if Levi does appear, it might not be for a minute. All of you have the chance to escape. And if you are going to make that decision, I need all of you to make that decision. Again, only time I'm going to put any kind of restriction on it.
Fantastic. I'm escaping.
Sure. You should get like another person to go, like a random guy to go through first, just to make sure it doesn't like instantly kill them. But then
Oh,
otherwise you
Ligar
just
doesn't
slowly
even
walk
give a
through.
shit. Ligar doesn't
Oh, yeah,
care.
Okay,
She's
then we'll
going.
just like.
We can be your
cool.
test dummies.
Alright, yeah.
So
We're just gonna like
basically,
slowly get up.
the way that Ligar is gonna do it is basically she's gonna reach out for Dagoda, clearly miss, and then like stumble off of her stool and then just scramble to like run towards the portal, like full on like fall, like tripping and falling and then just struggling to get up and running for it.
Okay. You see, so then the other two of you,
I'll let Raina go first. Go next.
you're making the decision to escape. Yeah?
Yeah, what decided to say it.
My Liga's running
Raising
away.
my hand.
Okay, so-
Don't worry, I'm gonna
Hey,
get
wanna
you.
go first, bitch.
I'm gonna get you, Ace. Don't worry.
I mean, yeah, the object of my desire is escaping my grasp, so ciao, bitches. She's just getting off her stool, probably kicking it over to make some kind of hazard so people can't just run directly after her, and then, yeah, she's just booking it.
Yeah.
Eurus?
Eurus is very light, like very slowly getting up, like basically clicking their fingers, pointing to the two people. Are these people fans of Eurus?
Yeah.
Okay, point to those two, point to Ace, and then like flick to come along. They're basically taking Ace as a hostage and walking through the portal.
Incredible. Ace, so, Ace, oh, are you doing it? Kiwi, are we?
Yeah.
Is that where you want to come through?
Ace is slapping Dave, telling him to get the guards and anyone in charge, and he is not letting these people grab him. He is running over. He's just running, wolfing out as he just goes through this.
Do
portal of
you
horror.
do you want me to explain that a little bit?
Yeah.
You all see as Ace is like realizing the situation and Dave begins to run off through the door. I'm gonna leave him right here. You see as Ace's entire body begins to shift, growing fur, changing in posture. You hear the similar sound of bones cracking, claws growing. Ace has, well, effectively, as Kiwi put it, wolfed out. There is now a whole werewolf in this room, would werewolf Ace keep the mask on?
Yes.
It's like kind of like draped over, kind of like the top of his snout. Would you say?
It's still covering his eyes, yeah.
So,
Okay.
question: is he anthropomorphic wolf? Like,
Yes.
or just
Anthropomorphic,
a
yeah.
full on four legs.
The regular anthropomorphic werewolf you see in the movies.
But he is running on
Okay.
4 legs to get here
Amazing.
quicker. He's following his patients. He's got a and these
Oh my
and
God,
these
we're all
stupid
dogs!
idiots.
We're literally all dogs.
No, it's two foxes, two dogs.
Dog
No,
campaign.
well, I mean, okay.
They're all
fine.
technically canines. Shh.
Okay.
We're all canines. We're all dogs.
Amazing.
Yeah. Eurus, you see as the two of your two people you try to
I'm knocking them away from me.
Yeah, you see as the two people who try to go grab Ace are batted off by this now werewolf that is now like emerged and is so Ace is just going straight for the portal then.
Specifically, he's trying to go for Reyna and Ligar, but by the time they get through, he's probably like here-ish. He's barking orders at Dave.
Barking.
You can still you can still talk. Don't forget to add your 1 stack of feral.
Yeah. He's barking orders at Dave, telling him to get the people in charge, let them know, and get this rectified as he just goes through the portal following this patient.
You see as Dave runs out of the room. The other 3 people are like scared shitless. You 3 go through the portal. I imagine it's the orders Ligar, Reyna, Ace. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then Eurus, would you follow in last?
Eurus just kind of like watches that, just shrugs, and just like goes through. It's like if the other 2 want to follow him, then feel free. But just very like calmly walking through the portal.
Yeah, you see the other 2 kind of as you leave. You see one like go and like go sit back down. You see the other one begins to follow you in. He's I have a list of people this can be, so let me I didn't think I'd have to whip them out so quickly. Where are they? Shut up. You see that this person has taken many shapes while you've known them. You know them to be kind of a kind of changeling. You assume there's some kind of changeling. They change their face often, but they're really only able to change their face within the ERA, so they've told you. And you see they kind of motion for 2 other people who you know to be similar than them to kind of rush across the room as they kind of like both look around the portal. They go, oh shit, he's going, oh well, oh fuck. And they both kind of run to go through the portal as well. And as you hear like alarms begin to blare behind you, just wow, wow behind you, as the 4 of you all you see as you get inside the portal. Give me a moment. I need another music change. I need, here it is. As you all go through the portal, you enter this kind of strange in-between landscape, almost serene as you all stand in it. You see as there's almost kind of like a bit of a control area. You see Nagi and Dagoda are both standing there. There's like a bit of a wall in between you, another wall in kind of the landscape, and you see here, I'm gonna drag you all up in there. You see as the 3 of them kind of stand in an almost control panel kind of area of the room where there's a translucent wall behind them as they fiddle around with some runes. Sorsen fiddles around with some runes, kind of moving his hand, and the other 2 are talking. They haven't realized they've been joined by 7 other people as it continues to increase as you see other people begin to file in.
How do I get there right now?
Ace, if you attack the wall, you'll find it's impenetrable. You kind of hit it with a dong as though it was kind of glass. Before you do that, you hear Nagi and Dagoda kind of talking with each other. Nagi, who is, I'm going to describe them now because now they're important. All of them are getting descriptions. Mwah. Anyways, what? That was weird. I'm sorry. Nagi is this darker skinned human. He's got kind of this black cloth draped over him. He didn't really have pants per se, just kind of like this cloth draped over him that covers most of him, with like wrappings underneath him to act as kind of underwear, with these like wooden fashioned shoes he's made over him. He's got really long hair, big beard, and mustache on. And Dagoda, like before, Dagoda is this orange tabaxi. They've got this purple robe on, and you notice around their fingers this kind of like wispy, shadowy smoke, kind of similar to Levi is kind of whipping around. And then Sorsen, the main one, he's this balder tabaxi wearing this red robe. You see now he's kind of unhindered. He's got these yellow eyes that are kind of like darting around the walls. He's clearly casting some kind of spell, and he's wearing these long red robes that drape over his legs, which seem to not be there as he's currently hovering in the room. And you hear Nagi and Dagoda talking between each other, almost casually as they stand there. They're like, so, the diamond, right? We're supposed to find that. Where was it, he said? Dagoda then responds, Stonegrad. I think it was Stonegrad. We were supposed to go find it there. Did we have a Sorsen? You hear him kind of like turn and go, What? What is it? I'm in the middle of navigating us. This wasn't easy to pull off. Yeah, right. Was going to Stonegrad. Yeah? Yes. Going to Stonegrad. We are going to find the wishing diamond, and then we are going to get power beyond our wildest dreams, and then we get to be free of the ERA forever. Yes, I've explained this plan. Oh, God damn it. You see as he turns around to see the fucking almost crowd of people that has
Tip's hat.
that has kind of gathered in the portal room. He's brought to the attention.
Pounding on the door.
Yeah, he's brought to the attention of this by Ace. Dung, 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 on the door. And as more people begin to file in, who I'm just gonna say use your imagination to see them there. I'm not putting more tokens in there manually. This kind of crowd of people files in as Ace is kind of going dung 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 on the door. Sorsen kind of like looks at Ace and just kind of goes, "Ew, that's gross. You had all that hiding under there? God. Okay, this is annoying. Really.
You're jealous of the amount of hair.
I think you misunderstand your position here, really. Look, I mean no ill will to most of you, but really, this is kind of meant to be me and my two friends kind of thing. You're welcome to join in my hunt, but I'm afraid I'm going to... What would be the word for it, gentlemen? Nagi kind of chimes up with, drop them in the middle of nowhere. But no, I can't do that. I still would have to drop them in Stonegrad. This isn't a plane. I thought it was. I kind of thought they were... I described it as a plane in the kind of sense that it's a... Whatever. It's too complex to explain to you two idiots. So, this is awkward. Can you two just like explain this for me? I have to navigate.
Question.
Yeah.
Can Ligar, do stuff currently?
You find that it's not instant, but your memories are beginning to come back to you in this area of how to cast your spells. They're not all back. Your powers are coming back. This is to say you're only level 2 right now, but now you can use your abilities. They're kind of coming back to you as you're in this portal-scape, as we'll call it, kind of separated from the ERA's influence they had over you.
So, can I attack Sorsa?
He's behind this big wall that you see Ace kind of boom, boom, boom pounding on. You're free to try.
Let me see if I've got anything I can do for that.
Is it like, can we see them?
You can see, it's like really thick glass.
Intriguing.
Let me bring this down and I'll give you a treat. I promise.
No, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not looking to get mauled today. Not that you'd even get the chance to. Oh my god.
We're just gonna like sit down back against the wall, just curious what's happening, watching.
Ligar, were you going to try something?
Yeah, I was gonna try and like just fucking beat up Sorsen just for fun, but I can do that later. That's okay.
The rest of you, is there anything you're trying to do while he's
An intimidating
navigating?
glass wall.
Ace, as you continue to hit it, you see it begins to, as Sorsen, like it begins to crack a bit as Sorsen loses concentration and keeps looking back. Can you stop
come
that,
on.
please? No, we'll be there shortly, and you can.
Clawing at it.
Yeah, you can start like clawing at the cracks in it, if you want.
Can I? I'm just gonna give Ace, like, I'm just gonna hand him a quarterstaff.
He's not using it. He's continuing to just wail at it with his fist. It's very much working. Just
Liger just very slowly shoots her quarterstaff again.
he is focused.
Having insurance isn't.
Oh, I love insurance.
Shut up.
Source is gonna need insurance when I'm done with him.
Okay, oh god, okay. Right. Can you stop?
The creature. Sad.
If you help me break this, I will give you a treat. I promise.
Oh god. Okay. Nagi, would you like to maybe handle that situation if it gets crazy? Nagi kind of looks to Sorsen and goes, "You said I wouldn't have to do that. I don't know why you. Well, it seems we don't have a choice. We're about a minute out, so if it happens." You see Nagi kind of sighs at him and goes, "If it breaks the door anymore, fine, we'll." And Dakota kind of like poking at the glass like dunk dunk dunk. Hey, you'll all be good soon if would you stop banging on it and breaking his concentrate. No. Okay, I can't. I'm not good with dogs. I'm not good with dogs. Oh god.
That's unfortunate for you.
You see his Sorsen's.
I'll give you a treat.
Oh god. Sorsen's like, okay, they're all kind of panicking a bit in the room. Nagi's like kind of cracking his knuckles and his like neck a bit. What do you all do to try to break through the wall? Should be my question.
So are we wanting to break through? Yeah,
Sorry,
say,
go
are
on.
we wanting to break through the wall?
I thought you were.
My
I
question-
apologize.
I want to get that cat.
Do you want to break through the wall?
Liger's
we
just gonna
shouldn't
like
help.
lean, like just kind of like stand right directly and just like locking eyes with Nagi. Like she is ready. Like that is her target. She is prepping mentally.
I was like,
Like she's like,
I was curious if we're like trying to get to the control panel, if we're trying to like mandate, like take over the ship or whatever, or if people just want to go kill them because of bloodlust.
I don't care what the rest of you do. I need to get this cat back in the ERA.
You're not going to
Suppose
do
you're
that, not here.
probably Right, in the sense that, like, for our interest, we probably shouldn't act against Sorsen, because they're gonna help us get out by proxy. but
I'll
we
help you
shouldn't
get
be
out if you
case.
get
Yeah, that's why yours is just
But
sitting
at
there,
the
just
same
like,
time, if we play nice and do as Ace tells us, maybe Ace might be nice to us, and that's good for our path of redemption.
well, currently I'm not doing anything
Make so
wrong
much
against Ace.
progress
In
on
any
your
case,
path of
I
redemption.
kind of don't like the Sorsen guy. He didn't say hello to me.
okay, but Reyna, you do have to understand, Sorsen is guaranteed to get us out.
You
Ace
betcha.
Might change his mind.
Oh, he
I am
definitely will.
A-okay with waiting for Sorsen to get us out and then beating the shit out of him.
Rude.
You're not a dog. Stop barking, you fucking
I'm
freak.
gonna point to Sorsen.
I'm literally a dog.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a message on him
Mm-hmm.
and be like, oh, pardon, I'm just curious. Is it required for you to do the flight, or does it have auto landing features?
You hear Sorsen's response in your head is like really loudly.
But just screaming.
Yeah, he's just like he's just like mentally projecting this like sound into your head of him going as his response.
Just like shakes the head. Ooh. That's not gonna help.
I've had a lot of people do that to me before. I'm not interested in responding. And he continues to like kind of. He almost looks like he's kind of conducting an orchestra as he hits all these buttons on the portal kind of ship. You see at this point he hits another button and the portal behind you. You see almost a hand begin to reach through it as it goes whoop, and closes, severing the hand that was pulling itself through, leaving a kind of nasty, bloody mess in the.
Can I pick it up?
You're absolutely allowed to pick it up. Yeah, you can.
I'm locking. I'm just completely. Focus is torn away from Nagi and just immediately going back to pick it up, and just growling at anyone who looks at it. And
Yeah, you kind
of.
of. Sorry, you were saying.
No, that's it.
You're kind of growling and pushing through the crowd as they're like, I'm just trying to leave. And you like take the arm. Are you putting it in anything? You don't have a backpack. Are you just kind of carrying it?
No, I'm just gonna hold it.
Okay.
Holding hands.
Whoa. Reina.
No, Reina.
Wait, no. I'm just gonna push right back through the crowd and look so satisfied with herself, and then I'm just gonna like stand next to Ace and just like kind of like show it to him and be like, "Hey, you need a hand?"
You hear.
He's punching the window. He does not care for your antics right now.
Oh, I see. Liger brought her hand luggage.
Reina, if you see the hand, you'll recognize it to be the Leonin guard's hand that attacked you when you tried to mug him.
Yes.
No, he's armless.
You see Sorsen's like, all right, everybody, unfortunately, since you aren't in first class up in here, you won't be having such a solid landing, but we'll be landing in the nation of Stonegrad in about 30 seconds, so hold on to your butts.
I know where you are.
Yeah, but that's not really going to matter to me. One of the things you'll be finding I'm going to be taking of advantage here is the wishing diamond. I don't care to tell you more, I just know it's going to be of great value to me and my friends up here. So
Does he have it?
no, he's saying it's there. He's saying it's there. So anyhow, you all can have fun with the ERA, probably trying something. We're not entirely sure. I'll be finding this diamond, and then, well, as a kind of consolation, I'm sure they'll put up some kind of barrier to keep us all in there. I'll be letting you all free. So essentially, I'm telling you, fuck off, leave me alone, and, well, I'll let you out too. All right? Sound good? We all have an agreement.
Punch to try to shatter the glass before he lets us out.
You make decent progress, dum 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 dum, as it begins to like crack even further, going up the walls. Oh god. Okay, we have like 10 seconds. And he's like looking at the two of them.
Can I use my bonus action to hit more?
Sure. You
Punching faster.
you give it one good boom as the glass breaks open. You see Nagi immediately in this kind of state as you punch the glass open. As soon as he sees you rear back that punch, similarly to you, Ace, he shifts, claws growing, fur sprouting, snout coming out, turning into a werewolf as you're like yourself. You see Dakota readying a quarterstaff as Sorsen begins to count down 10. I give you all one action and bonus action, basically a turn.
Liger is going to shove the Leonin's hand into Eurus's arms and launch herself at Nagi.
Just like look and her partner, I'll keep
Okay,
it
let me
safe, I guess.
I'll just...
You go. I believe in you. I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration to Liga.
Yeah, let's go.
You're a bard?
Just kind of like clicks that finger. Yeah, I'm a bard.
DM.
We talked about this. We literally went, yeah, I don't want to be a warlock because I'm the patron, so I don't want to be a bard, like, don't want to be a warlock, so it's either bard or sorcerer. So
I'm stupid, okay? I'm dumb and stupid. That's my last name.
You're our favorite.
Maybe. So Ligar, you're jumping at Nagi.
Oh yeah. Do I
not
like roll to attack her? Or...
Yeah, feel free. He's kind of like nearly ending his transformation into a werewolf as you jump at him. So like he's fresh off the press, open to be attacked.
Amazing. Let me see. What can I do? Yeah, I'm just gonna do like immediately. I'm just gonna fucking punch the shit out of him, honestly.
Fuck it, sure, yeah.
I'm just gonna do like a very quick 1-2, you know?
Yeah, roll to hit.
Yeah, and I know. So, that is a. Hang on, sorry, I'm fucking stupid. Is that just? Sorry, I haven't done this in so long. Just
Yeah,
for
no worries.
unarmed strike, it's just like
It's strength.
just a D20, right?
D20
Or-
plus strength to hit.
Oh fuck, I shouldn't have chosen this. Okay, that's a 13 for the first one.
How are you attacking twice?
For martial arts.
Oh, right. Sorry, you would have been Dex then. Right, you're a monk. I'm sorry, forgot. For literally just monks, it's Dex.
Okay, 13.
13. Yeah, that hits
Can
for
I
the first one.
D8 if you need. Oh, okay.
What?
Bardic
no, that's
Inspiration,
okay.
D8.
Yeah, so for the first one it's a 13, and the second one is gonna be a 15, which I'm assuming also
Yeah,
hits.
yeah, both of those. hit.
Fantastic. So, I think I do... I'm not... Yeah, so 1d6. Oh my gosh, where's my shit? So... Oh, great. Would that be strength then? So, like,
No,
D6
monk
plus
will
strength?
also just add Dex to their attack. I think with
Okay,
monks
so-
at your level, it's 1d4 plus Dex.
I got fox claws that do 1d6.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. I think
Yeah,
monk
so-
as you level up gets higher is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with fox claws, you have
So-
1d6 right now.
I'm gonna be so real. I rolled max damage on both hits, so
That's
that's
awesome.
14 total.
Yeah, you spend your action as Sorsen's counting down 9, 8. You give Nagi the old pop, and I imagine like you sock him in the face, and then maybe
Oh,
you
yeah.
like open palm, like thrust your claws into his chest, maybe. I will have to.
Yeah.
I will
that's good.
unfortunately have to ask you cut it in half. I want it to be clear. I'm not
Yeah,
giving.
the werewolves have resistance.
They are getting resistance. I'm not giving them a major resistance. Sorry,
Yeah, no,
Kiwi.
that's valid.
Oh, I didn't even explain what major resistances are. Hi. Let's pause for just a moment to explain this little thing. Pause for just a moment. A major resistance is a house rule I use in my campaigns to replace permanent immunities that enemies have. You can still acquire temporary immunities from things such as spells, potions, or features, but you cannot have a permanent immunity as like a part of you. So, say a werewolf. In this case, I've debuffed it because, well, sorry, Kiwi. In this case, I've debuffed it because, well, players have access to it. That's global, so, you know, it won't be unfair to you if you guys encounter a pack of werewolves or something. But if, say, Kiwi had immunity to all physical attacks like a regular werewolf, that would instead be a major resistance, which cuts it down by 3/4 instead of 1/2. Cool. Anyways, back to the plot. You give Nagi this old bop as you jam your claws into his gut, as he kind of gives you as he like kind of backs off a bit from you as you give him the old 1-2 as Sorsen's counting down. Ace, I'm gonna give you your bonus action back because it's funny.
Lunging at Sorsen.
All right, what are you just trying to get him?
The dogs, they going.
The dogs are going. I'm just trying to get them.
Let the dogs out.
It's awesome.
I am gonna try to go up to him. I'm gonna punch him, and then I'm gonna punch him, and then I'm gonna punch him.
Roll attack. Roll to
Two
hit.
monks.
We might have two monks.
Two monks and two spellcasters.
Oh!
It's my.
Somewhat spellcasters.
Where's my cheat go? There it is. Wait.
This is so fun!
Wait.
I'm waiting. I'm
Wait.
waiting.
Waiting.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Then
Wait.
what? Really?
Oh wait, that's the other one. 16.
14,
Hit?
16.
Question mark? Because
Uh,
of the 16?
No.
The 16 doesn't hit?
Well, you hit, but I'll explain in a minute.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hit him 2 more times, just using a key point, using a Flurry of Blows to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Isn't that
Mhm.
kinky?
No,
I know.
one.
Oh.
So I need to roll 2 more times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wait.
I'll
when
just
did I
roll
get
both
that
of them at the
spell?
same time.
You might have like
Uh,
Stunning Strike or like
Does
some
a
other attack.
21 hit?
21, no.
Awesome. Oh. Okay, I rerolled that one.
The other one was an 11.
Yeah.
Okay, it's stop. You can't just keep re-rolling until you get a number you like.
Well, I'm not, because I already accepted the numbers. I'm just rolling it because I like seeing.
Okay, it was an 11. What would that have been?
13.
Okay, you lunge at Sorsen. You manage to like grab him with the initial lunge, and you just begin to pow, pow. But
Actually, I got 2 nat 20s on here, so.
yeah, okay, all right. You hear as okay, don't do that. You might crash my fucking game. You hit him with these like pow, pow, and you hear the sounds of bones cracking and like flesh as you connect. But Sorsen just doesn't seem to care.
Ghostly
Like-
idiot with no
like-
legs.
As you hit, you even
Floating.
hear this kind of like, not like you're hitting a person, but like a nasty corpse. And he looks, and he kind of like snaps his head back to you as he's like putting in the final kind of like castings. He goes, "That's not gonna work on me."
I wish I could slam down on those controls right now.
You see as he's kind of like a mad conductor as he like is putting the final flourishes, and he goes, "For Reyna,
Hi.
you doing anything?"
Well, I was gonna be awful and try and impede Kiwi's progress.
Ace is built better, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's a runner,
I
he
mean,
is a backstar.
I guess she's probably gonna try chase after Ace to try and course correct things, but ultimately I don't think she's up to anything super major. She's kind of letting things take their course.
I want it to
Would
be-
you help Eurus do something if I blink really cutely?
What you trying to do, Mr. Myborn?
Am I allowed to use a bonus action as an action? Because I already used my bonus action to.
You have
Bardic
an
Inspiration.
action.
Can I use something that is a bonus action?
Oh, you're asking to like use something that's a bonus
Yeah.
action as an action. Just because we're in a plot scene this one time, yes.
Okay, you see that Eurus that totally didn't do earlier, but we'll basically pull out a coin from behind his ear and give it to Reyna. Put that on his body somewhere, please, if you don't mind.
Whose body?
Sorsen.
Sure. I'll try
It's
my
a tip
best
for
to
later.
place this coin on Sorsen's person somewhere.
How do you go about that? Because I would like to.
Need that?
I would like to
You could just
know.
say it's a tip for the plane. It's like, here's a tip for the plane ride.
I would like to know. Sorsen is currently about 10 feet in the air with a like massive werewolf grabbing onto what should be his legs, dangling underneath him.
I'm gonna ask you to not think too much about logic here. I just need you to appreciate that this would be really cool.
Are you? Can I guess, or do you
she's-
say? You say it. Never mind.
I have 2 options. You can take your pick. Option 1, finger snap from her crystal arm, little crystally mage hands form, and it goes, puts it gently in his pocket, gives it a little tap, like off you go, there's your penny, have a good day. Option 2, she takes the little, the coin, obviously in her cool arm, does the baseball pitch, throws the coin, and it just lands on Sorsen's person.
I will let you do either of those of your choice. Just roll good.
The bowl pitch is way cooler.
We are gonna call that. I'm gonna let you choose between athletics or sleight of hand.
Let's see which one's higher. Athletics, please.
I gave you the choice. Go ahead.
That is a 16. Yes.
We'll call that. Yeah. Okay. You pull your hand back as Ace is like dangling from Sorsen. You pull your hand back after Eurus was like, put this on him, and throw it with a little through the air. You see as it kind of smacks him, he like turns around as it comes at him. It kind of like smacks him very noticeably, right? And slides into his shirt pocket. He goes, ow! Oh. And he like pulls out the coin for a moment as he's like he's mimicking the motion of kicking off Ace. It's not working because he doesn't have legs. Eurus, can I ask what the coin looks like?
It looks like a mint gold coin. There is a small picture of like Eurus's like face on it on one side, and then the other side it's like 1 gold.
You hear as he turns around, he goes, ooh, custom engraved, and puts it in his pocket.
Tip my badge like a tip for the rat, partner.
And he goes, ooh, and he puts it back in his little shirt pocket as he begins to continue to kick off Ace. Right! We'll be landing in 3. As everybody begins to like brace themselves. 2. You see as he kind of makes this. Huh?
Gripping him on his side.
You see as he kind of like reaches down to you, Ace, and he's gonna cast a thunder wave. I need a dex save from you. That's how thunder wave works, I think. Yeah. I also need that from you, Ligar.
Huh? What? Sorry.
I need.
Dexterity save. You were laughing at my 1.
Oh,
No,
really?
I
A
was
1?
laughing at this. Check this out.
I would also like. I would also like to mention. What's the? I know they have a thing. Careful spell.
Yeah.
He's careful spelling, so the other 2 are succeeding.
Lega got 1,288.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'm just so powerful, guys.
No, you didn't.
Okay,
I got a
so
5
I'm
in
doing,
total.
You got 5?
So I'm doing a
In
dex
total,
save,
because I rolled a
right?
1.
What was that?
Am I doing
Yeah,
a
dex save.
Yeah. E? Okay, is this something I could dodge? Per chance?
What are you trying to use to dodge this?
Patient defense.
Can-
Either that or step of the wind.
Can you read out patient defense for me? I'm not familiar with it.
Hang on. I kind of didn't write it down. Let me give it a second.
Do you want me to? I played.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I got you. Don't worry.
I do have the
Don't worry.
monk page open currently.
Shush. No, it's fine. Shush.
Okay, yay.
Shush.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yay.
Hang
This
on.
is strong, independent rock
Here,
that need
here.
Okay.
Here it is in all its glory. You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, dodge actions don't work on saves because
They do
that's.
if it's a dex
Okay.
save.
Oh, word.
That's
Yeah, it's on attacks and dex saves. You get advantage.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, I was mainly going off that. I was also gonna say it wasn't your turn, but again, this is a plot
That is
moment.
fair.
No, you can still do it. Yeah, go ahead.
oh sick. Yeah. Okay. I'll dodge then.
It's
You,
until the
just
start of your next
basically-
turn. Yeah.
I will basically just do an anime jump away type thing.
You,
know, just, like,
Mhm.
yeah,
that means you get
know,
advantage on it. So roll again and tell me if it's higher. What did you get before?
Sick. I didn't get anything.
12,088.
Okay, no. Yeah, so roll with advantage then if you
Okay.
didn't roll before.
Ah, fuck off. Okay, 12.
A 12. Ugh.
These dice fucking suck, dude.
Ugh, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry.
You have a D8. You have a D8 from Bardic Inspiration.
You do have a D8.
Because I have a D8. Add
Hey,
that
wait a
on,
second.
right?
Ability check. Yeah, so just roll a d8 at it. Or d6 currently. My bad. D6.
Oh, I was gonna
Oh,
say.
D6. Okay. Ain't no way. I rolled higher than on the D8. Okay, so, what did I just say? Did I say 12?
You said 12.
I said 12? Okay, it's now 18.
18.
Please.
I hate to tell you, you're 5 under. As this thunder wave, you ready yourself to dodge this thunder wave. Maybe you've seen thunder waves come at you before and you can recognize it, but you intend to jump over it. But this overwhelming power pushes anyone far out of the room. Ace is like slammed up against the wall. You are pushed back and stumble over into. Shut up! You're.
My little aces are out.
Shut up! Oh my god. You're both flown backward into the room, tripping and, falling over. Ace, you're like slammed into the back of the wall. The other two, everybody else who isn't in the control room just kind of get like a really aggressive breeze. Like the kind of breezes you get on a beach that are just like really in your face. It's like.
So what about the 2 people that were in the way of
Careful
Ace's
spell.
gigantic body?
Oh, what?
Oh no, in the back of the roof. You said he got knocked to the back of the wall.
That's true, yeah. You like knock.
Could they be dead?
You like knock this guy. You guys like knock this guy over, right? His like friend catches him here. This dude, he's like a little tiny blue kobold with like 2 of his other friends. Hold on, I'm gonna just like get him in here. Yeah, you like go flying by, right? And you just like.
I'm a big pillow.
No, he's caught on your back as you're like flying. Like you fly fast, and it's like a on the back of the wall of the portal room. And Sorsen then you see as he brings his hands up and says finally, "And we've arrived." You don't hear any further than that as everything goes blank. It's like you're back in the ERA's orientation room again. It's like you're back in the ERA's orientation room, although you recognize this feeling more than you did in the ERA's orientation room, because at least here, you're able to feel a feeling familiar to you, like you're asleep, almost, in this room. Well, you're not asleep. Hold on, I've got to find the right one. Where are you? There you are. You aren't asleep. Or, you are asleep. I can't fucking talk because I'm trying to get this map right.
Yeah.
You have fallen asleep. You feel as if, though, you've been... Okay, get the fucking shit off the screen. Get this shit off the screen. I'm trying to be serious here. Seriously.
Why can't I delete it? One sec. There we go.
You all feel as if, though, you've fallen asleep. You felt kind of a drop feeling as you fell a little bit, as he said you'd arrived, but you're awoken to... Oh, I forgot to mention, both of you took 16 thunder damage. Sorry, I forgot that part.
I'm fucking sorry, what?
You took 16? If you died, just ignore that. You're at 1. For plot purposes.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone. I forgot to check everybody's HP count. Anyone hit by that thunder wave was injured and is fine by the time they exit out into everything. But you all find yourself waking up to the sound of birds. It's not a sound you've heard in a week. You haven't been in the material plane in a week where there are birds or the sounds of a forest. As you wake up and...
I hate to break it to you, there was that in Ligar's room. I did come.
Okay, well, you haven't heard the sound of real birds that are making the sounds...
I'm sorry, miss. I've heard birds in the past week. We get it.
Yeah.
I make a bird noise. Fuck you. Now we all have birds.
Okay.
Finally.
You all wake up to this sound as you begin to look around you and see well, something very different to the ERA. You're lying next to or on, you're kind of like all in the general area but a little bit a ways from each other. You're all kind of lying next to this dirt road surrounded by trees. Further on, there's a path leading outwards, but a little ways back, you can see what looks to be a steep, stony mountain just behind you. It's about a good 50 feet away, but the mountains stand very tall. By estimate from this distance, at least 100 feet into the sky. They're insanely massive, but the forest is dwarfed compared to that. It's nothing. It's incredibly small. The trees are about 12 feet tall on average, normal tree size. And you're all lying next to a dirt road. Some of you very injured. Ace, I imagine you've unwolfed out.
Yeah, Ace is unwolfed out. The first thing he does when he wakes up is go as far as eyesight and just like sit there and like meditate.
Mm-hmm. Probably like a little ways away. The lot of you wake up by this road in the forest. No clue where you are. Some dickhead dumped you here after thunder waving you for some wishing diamond, and you just escaped probably one of the weirdest therapy centers you've ever been to. And with that, I want to say welcome to the Ethereal Redemption Agency campaign and end session 1.
So somehow
Let's go.
a better experience than BetterHelp.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. I
Okay,
have
so
to.
question for the HP. Technically I died 12
You're at
hair,
1.
so
Shh.
okay.
1
Okay.
HP. Because something I want to disclose to the viewers as well, just because I'm saying you're at 1 HP because as all of you have woken up in this by this dirt road, you feel some of your powers coming back. Clearly not all of them. You feel some of them coming back. You remember how to cast some of the spells you're familiar with, do some of the things that are more familiar to you. You feel them coming back to you. And so now, this is the point in the campaign where I ask you use those level 4 character sheets I asked you to make initially.
Well, welcome to level 4, losers.
Oh yeah, Ace was level 4 the whole time. I want that to be clear.
I'm sorry.
I work there.
Yeah,
Evil.
Not anymore, you don't, bitch.
that's a good
I will
point.
personally grab you.
You're
I mean-
getting fired as fuck.
I'm not getting fired if I'm following my patients.
Oh yes.
I
Nuh-uh.
was taking you as a
I'm making
hostage.
I'm making sure my little. I don't care. I'm making sure
Okay.
my little Blorvas.
Ace is wolfing out, grabbing all 3 of them in a chokehold, like, you are gonna get therapized.
Literally, he's pounding you all into the ground, punching you, saying,
Hey, yo,
"Get better,
pounding?
get better."
He's pounding us?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He will.
He's pounding us?
OMG,
Real?
OMG, he's thumping us into the dirt? That's crazy.
Yeah, he is,
Pounding
and you can't
us?
stop him,
Bro?
and you'll get better by it.
Um,
Anyway, we're
therapy
still,
I
we're still,
need.
we're
I
still on
hate-
stream.
I hate to cut the post-stream stuff short. I have a shift at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus Christ, go to
Um,
bed.
Yeah, I've got to go to sleep soon. I would have loved to have
Nighty-night.
stuck with you all more.
So,
I just want to say,
you're so cool with your work. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament tomorrow.
okay, good
God,
for
I wish
you.
that was
I hope
me.
you
God, I
win,
wish that was me.
bitch.
God, I wish
Damn.
that was me.
I'm not allowed to come home with others.
Well, don't do that. We will
joke
pick
you're
this
laying
up.
up,
I think we
True.
said. Did we say? We'll pick up this with session 2. I don't think we're available the week of May 2nd. That's next Friday. Yeah.
No,
I-
Nightshade
I'm not-
event.
Nightshade event. That's an SMP for those who don't know. Well, you I know, but they don't. So we will pick this up
Wait a
again
second.
on the 9th.
Your mom.
I will see you all then. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna leave you
The Nightshade
guys.
event's on Saturday. Clover.
How does it move to Saturday?
Don't you have
Saturday,
the
3rd May 2023.
You-
I have something.
Panda? I'm just gonna be honest with you. We're not having like the first 3 sessions without everybody here.
Right.
They're too important. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys had fun. And yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Ooh, no, raid time. Who are we raiding? I can't just not raid someone.
Radio
Raid
live?
Shadow
Okay.
Legend.
My first,
How's radio not live?
my first stream,
Malachi is. Necro is.
my first stream back. I can't just not raid someone, right? I mean, that would be.
I'll
rude.
leave
have-
all tones.
I have many people that if you want to raid.
I'm gonna go with Necro. Yeah, we all agree on Necro.
Right. Make sure you get the right one.
I just copy pasted their name from the fucking list. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, you
We
all
got,
go
like,
to the
Big
raid.
E song.
Have fun. Bye bye. Bye bye. I hope you all had fun. Oh my god, this went 4 hours. We're so back.
We're